That's horrible. That's horrible.
My bad.
Very mean. You're bad. You're
I said,
bad.
yes, mine. You can pull up a cot or sleep on a sofa. Hey, sissy. I don't know how to.
Oh, Nikki. I got you. I got you. I got you. Hold on.
I'm sorry, I fell asleep last night. I passed
Oh,
out.
you're fine.
Hey, sis.
That bad?
Hi. I don't even really want to be on here with all the BS. I'm just sick of them and all their lies and trying to drag us. I can't anymore.
I say we get back to the family fund, ignore them hoes, and make our videos.
I mean, that's what I'm doing, but they're literally coming out the woodworks. Like, it's insanity.
Well, can I share
Sure.
something real quick?
Go ahead, sis. You know you're allowed. Anybody's allowed to share anything in here.
I was gonna share a live with you guys because there was a guy on my FYP, and I went to his live. He was 100% defending your sister, like 100%.
I'll
And
thank him, whoever that was.
I did, and he believes wholeheartedly that she was controlled the whole time, and supposedly there's messages. I don't know. I didn't see screenshots or nothing about him like watching her every move, like when she would go to the dollar store or when she would go here. There was the witnesses that saw her go in say she always had her head down. She never looked up.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah, there's a lot of witnesses that say that, and that's just our whole point in this. I mean, Joey came out and told his story because, yeah, at first he said everything was perfect and everything was just so great, and his family life was just so wonderful, and he doesn't know anything. That's because he was trying to protect his family. But
Right.
after sitting on it and sitting on it and sitting on it, he's like, no, I can't. I gotta tell the truth. My sister deserves the truth. Horrible, Cassie. Absolutely horrible. These trolls on this app are just relentless. Don't stop.
But he was
spreading
100% on her side, y'all. He was really 100% advocating, being her voice. Just, I was like, wow, we actually have somebody on here interested in digging up, truth and stuff. So,
Oh yeah, they're going after us too real bad. I've heard so many things about myself today. Wild.
Yeah, we made him.
Like, it's honestly like to the point it's just making me sick.
Didn't know I was delusional.
Nothing. I don't know how to say your name with the number 4 in it.
and just, anyways, he was really.
Harassment and bullying? Nobody's
What?
harassing and bullying anybody in here. See, that's your guys' problem, just the trolling. Reporting this live for what? Nobody's saying anything bad.
They tried to get me to restrict you.
I know. They reported me specifically. Because they're miserable.
I know.
Ridiculous.
You're my spokesperson. It's okay.
Right.
Hey,
Because you
Doug.
asked me to speak for you on live because you don't like doing it. That's okay. Let them be miserable. I mean, everybody that's been here, am I harassing or bullying anybody?
You never have.
No.
Well,
Anybody that actually knows me knows that I'm a good person. I'm not gonna let with all kinds of random strangers on the internet that are listening to liars. I'm not gonna let that bother me. You know how hard it was for Joey to come up on here and speak his truth to people? How many grown men do you know that and are willing to sit online and talk about being SA'd? You know how hard that was for him? How much that exposed him and made him feel vulnerable? Just
Right.
so people can go laugh about it? Like this, it's honestly, it's just sick at this point.
It is. It is really sick and disgusting.
what? You notice I just went back to making my videos.
Sure
she
did.
Ain't bothering me no more. She ain't bothering me no more. I'm gonna have my fun. Like, and they're threatening to get me arrested. If that's what you got to do in 9 months, I'm gonna be right back, and then I'm really gonna be in your fucking face. Then I'm really gonna be on your ass because you ain't gonna know.
It's not even worth it to entertain them. Just like Tiffany said, they are
I
miserable
know.
people.
I get it, but still.
They're miserable people. Like I said, yes, he absolutely 150% did in the beginning say nothing ever happened with his family. Everything was perfect, everything was loving, but that's because he was protecting his family. But the more he sat on it and the more he couldn't do it anymore. He had to come out about it. People need to know the truth of why things are the way they are. Why she wanted to leave home at such a young age. Why he left home at such a young age. The only one that stayed was the one that literally calls himself the golden child.
Thank you, country girl. Appreciate you. Yeah, you can ask a question, Tiff. Anytime. Sorry. Sometimes I'm paying attention, sometimes I don't. And it gets answered before I can say something. So. I'm not going to repeat it after it's been answered. And if it's right, if it's not right, I'll step in and be like, that's not right. I'm going to fix that.
I just want people to leave me alone so bad. So bad. Leave me alone. The problem is, if they look me up, they can't find a single thing about me because I've never been arrested. Anybody that knows me in real life can tell you I'm a good person. I do everything I can to help other people. And you're trying to drag me just because I'm with Joey. No, he has to go serve the remaining part of his time, and he knows that. He has every intention of doing that. He's just got to help his family first.
Right.
Like a lot of people in this world, Joey cares about helping his wife and his kid and his father-in-law.
Right.
My dad has been more of a dad to him in the 4 years we've been married than anybody has ever. My dad has bent over backwards for him, so when he sees my dad in this condition, yeah, he wants to help me. The crime that he committed was almost 10 years ago. He already served his time for it twice. Hi, Becky.
Hi, I'm home. I see you made it.
Well, you don't say it. You better not.
Oh, mean psycho. Nothing much. Come on. No. Leave it alone. Potty, come on.
I was sent a screenshot today by my best friend who tried sticking up for us in a post where somebody said that I was aggressive towards Joey. Like what?
Like what?
I know. The thing on this internet.
What is going on with the live?
It's audio only.
Oh. Oh, about to say.
Yeah, I'm getting tired of people recording me. I mean, the crime people I get, like the ones I allow to.
Oh.
I will do that. Yes, that's fine. But I'm getting tired of people recording my face and making fun of me. If that's what you got to do with your life, I hate to see what your pussy looks like, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, beat up roast beef.
We had a post on our FYP of somebody literally made a post dedicated to Joey's tattoos in his ear.
Come on, let's go. Come on, Rosie and Lulu, let's go.
Josh, it's not giving me the option to invite you.
He's private for some weird reason.
Okay, so you got to request then, Josh.
Yeah.
You got to request him, buddy. I'll let you in. Come on. I got 3. Who wants to come up here? Who's up here? Cassie.
I still can't do nothing but block people.
Hi guys.
Hi, Cassie. You're
I can't mute anybody, nothing.
Don't feel left out, sissy.
Huh?
There we go.
I heard another
I said,
one.
don't feel left out, sissy. All I can do is black too.
Okay.
Apparently, I've never met my in-laws, even though we have pictures on
Lulu, what are you?
all of the social medias of all together.
And I went private, so they didn't try to come to my page and start some shit because they've been going to other people's pages.
And
Everybody,
so-
wait 1 second, please. I do ask everybody that is watching this live, and I'm probably going to repeat myself 50 times, do not send gifts to us. I mean, the other people in the boxes, that's fine. But me, it's Nikki in the right corner, and Joey, do not send any gifts to us. We do not want to monetize off of this. We are not here for clout.
Yeah.
We are
I
not
don't
here
want-
for follows. We don't want none of that.
Now, if you're liking it just to be liking the live, that's a whole different story. But do not, please. I'm actually begging you guys, please don't send me no money. I'm trying to avoid all that.
He has
And
to serve more time because he was supposed to go to a halfway house to complete the rest of his parole. And the halfway house they wanted to send him to, it's called the Elvis House in Chillicothe, Ohio. If you look up the reviews, it's horrendous. And he said he'd rather do the prison time and he'd rather come home and help his family and go back and just serve the rest of the time instead of going to sit at that horrible rug-infested place. I mean, his parole officer knows he's turning himself in. That's why they're not coming to get him, because it's all set. Have it all figured out. He already did his prison time. He's already served a parole violation for not going to that same halfway house already. And now after this next time that he goes for a couple months, that's it. All his sanction time is up. He will no longer be on parole anymore.
So I'm winning.
He is supposed to
winning.
stay there for a year, but if he goes to prison instead, it's dramatically less.
I'm winning on that aspect. It's not nothing good, but it'll be over. After all that, no one can else ever do nothing to me again. Joel specifically said he don't. My parole officer specifically said he does not want to waste the resources. He does not have the resources.
He knows you're going to turn yourself in. You want to get rid of the warrant more than any of these people want you to get rid of the warrant.
I know that.
1 second. Let me scroll up and read it to him. I see that you messaged him. No,
Sorry,
babe, can you please tell everybody if your sister was pregnant or not at 13? Can you go over that again real quick?
She was not 13. I actually did a miscalculation. I always say this in every live.
I'm paying attention. I'm just trying to get everybody fed real quick in my household.
Oh, you're fine.
You're fine. It was in between 14 and she
Please,
got
no
pregnant.
gifts. We
50.
appreciate them, but we do not want gifts. We do not want to monetize off this situation at all.
She had to. That was my fault. And I'm trying to retract all that right there, the 13 thing. That was my fault. It was a miscalculation, and I wasn't off by much, but that was my fault, and I take that back. And I'm sorry for that misinformation, and that's my fault.
In the Elvis house, it's not like your typical halfway house. It's not like a halfway house where it's like a home setting and then there's like a couple rooms and they're teaching people sober living. It's another prison setting. It's almost like going to prison. It looks like a prison. You're just allowed to leave to go to work. And then it's everything about it is still like prison. He'd rather just be in regular prison. I am also a healthcare worker. And yeah, it's horrible.
Me too. I'm a nurse and I actually am a CPRS. I work with recovery patients and mental health patients. So this is my forte.
So I had a cousin who got out of prison, went to the halfway house, and they was threatening to, get a blade, in his back while he wasn't looking, and he overheard it, and he left there and didn't go back. So he said, "I'd rather go back to prison than, that's what he said." So
We see that here all the time.
Because they was trying to jump him and everything, and get him blade behind them. So
It's bad that way here too. Like I deal with patients daily. They go into places and then stuff like that happens, and then they notify us of stuff, and we have to move them immediately. It's crazy. You wouldn't believe it, honestly.
I won't say how I'm a healthcare worker just because people are literally imminent to destroy my life. I'm not having them look any deeper into me than they can.
I'll give them all the information they want because I ain't got nothing to
I'm
hide.
not losing my career.
Mine
I'm
neither.
not losing
Mine
my career
neither.
to trolls.
I'm not gonna lie. I heard that they were over ripping me earlier, and everybody's like, I just like, you know what? No, because the more I pay attention to it, it's just I'm feeding into it. I don't
sorry.
care what she has to say. I don't care what nobody has to say no more. I know
Me
what I had
either.
to say, and I know it was true.
And actually, in my career, doing what I'm doing right now is a part of what I'm supposed to be doing as a certified peer recovery specialist. It's there to offer help as a lived associate that's been through it. So call my boss. I don't care.
So my question
If I
is,
can open it now, Tiffany. If not, I'll get it
Okay.
out here.
so my
What's your
question
question?
is,
Who had a question?
me,
Oh, sis.
Crazy
Oh,
Becky,
hey, sis.
can
Crazy
these
Becky.
crime supporters get reported and in trouble for collecting gifts off of this situation?
No,
I don't.
Yeah, I can't check it right now, Tiffany.
they cannot. If their page is monetized and somebody sends them gifts, they cannot be in trouble for it because of the topic. It is a public knowledge topic.
Awesome.
See, this page is not monetized. That's why I just got a warning for bullying and harassment. We are not trying to become popular. We are not trying to get follows. We are not trying. Like, really, we just come live to talk to each other, and everybody just joins. We don't ask anybody to come join.
Actually,
Exactly.
I'm not in. I called the lawyer today. We ain't got no call back yet, and we called CPS early this morning just in case that happens to be real. You know, I'm the one that actually screenshotted that from a message it was sent to me. That's why it looks kind of weird, but I screenshotted it. I'm gonna let everybody know that it's not. But I went ahead and done that just in case. You know, because this is just in case kind of thing.
I was on the
people needed
phone
to
with
know
Children's Services for 30 minutes today talking to them about that.
That's it.
Just because I feel like those kids need to be safe 150%. And if somebody went and applied to be a foster parent for these kids just so that they could spread rumors on the internet, like, that's disgusting to me.
For real.
Yeah. You're sick
Foster
individual.
parent system don't work like that. You can't just go and apply to be a foster parent. You have several classes you have to take, certifications you have to take. It takes months to even get approved to the state to be a foster parent. I know because I am a foster parent. I'm actually on my last child right now. She's about to turn 18 and I'm not taking any more kids. But there's a lot of hoops. You can't just go and say, oh, I'm going to be a foster parent. It don't work like that. They're going to run your background. They're going to run everybody's background around you. It doesn't work that way.
Well, we ended up getting even the name of the company that she fosters through, that she got approved through, and we gave that information to CPS as well.
CPS doesn't use companies for foster parents. They do not. They use state represented foster parents.
It's called Ohio Mentor.
Yeah, no, she's completely bogus. I guarantee it.
Well, I'm glad she is, but I called regardless just to make sure, because if she did in fact have them and she was telling the truth, then those kids needed to be moved for their own safety. I mean, she commented under her own name. All it takes is these internet detectives to pay for a simple $1 background check on her, and they would have had her address, and them kids could have been immediately exposed. But yeah, there are a lot of private foster agencies. Even in our state, there is private foster agencies that they go through.
I mean, they use private foster agencies, yes, but you also have to be approved through the state when you go through DCF.
Oh yeah, 100%. You have to have.
Most definitely, not just the agency.
100.
It's not that.
Oh yeah.
It's not that easy to get a kid from DCS custody, even as a foster parent.
Damn.
I'm I'm just glad I did my work and I called so that regardless if them kids are in a bad situation, they can be removed from it.
Also, not all foster parents are paid, just so y'all know that. That is an
Oh, yeah,
optional
I know
thing with
that.
foster parents. You can opt to be paid, or you can also opt not to be paid as a foster parent.
I've noticed usually the people that are trying to foster to adopt usually waive it. Sorry about my
I've
dog, y'all.
waived every one of mine. I've never got a single
Yeah,
penny from the
I
state
mean,
to help these kids.
Unless they're dirty and mean, that's the ones that wants the payment.
You are correct. A foster parent cannot publicly on any platform speak, use the name, the pictures, or any detail of the case at all.
yep. I
So
looked
her
at
even
that.
saying
See,
she
one
had
of
them was a
the,
direct violation, if she did.
yep, yep. If she did,
You know what I can't wait for? I can't wait for Elizabeth to come out and speak her truth. I cannot wait until she's able to tell the world what she's gone through and how her childhood was so Joey can stop getting blamed for it.
And I believe she will once she gets the medical and the mental help that she needs. We're going to see. She was a victim in this as
oh
well.
yeah, oh yeah, for sure, 100%. There, nah, I'm not gonna say that on
I am happy that her lawyer is pushing it, is pushing for it. I'm just worried because he's trying to push for her to get a personal recognizance. Where is she gonna go? That's my biggest worry. I'm afraid somebody's gonna hurt her. I'm afraid because I mean that house is condemned. She doesn't have a home to go home to. Her own family isn't going to take her in because they're not going to want to deal with the mess from the situation.
They'll offer her some type of housing. It happens to be a home, but they will very well get her resources, surely.
I hope so.
That's what I'm thinking. Depending on what she's saying, she very well could be in a DV shelter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just hope so.
Oh, y'all want to hear a funny?
Yes.
So I went to Walmart to get 2 small containers because they're like $8 for these red and black containers, and they're like more than that on a regular price. So I'm riding in the cart because I don't feel like walking, and I'm taking the cart. I'm taking the cart back up, and my niece is walking beside me, and I'm trying to take the cart up to where I could plug it in, or at least get it up there where I got it from. And I ran straight into another buggy.
Damn.
I can see.
And
I can see that, Becky.
my niece grabbed the one. She says, "Get out of the cart and let's go." And I'm starting to laugh and wheeze. And she's like, "There you go. This is why we don't drink coffee."
That's
That's
see. I
funny.
can believe that,
I
Becky.
mean, it was like a bang, like a boom, like it jolted me backward.
That's funny.
Dang, Bucky.
Golfer girl, I actually, or even Stinky Jones, do you guys have anything that's like verifiable on that you can send us? Because I've heard that rumor too, and we haven't had
Hey,
any
Deb.
solid information on that.
I
The only
forgot
thing
how
I've
good
seen that
these
said
things
that
were.
was from that supposed foster parent.
If you can get a copy of the police report, sometimes it says whether or not they are with child or not.
I do believe, didn't they say that everything was sealed for this case, though?
Yeah, the information is
Okay.
going to be sealed, but you should still be able to see what, like the who they were, like the public record part of it.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
I mean, depending on that situation, family is allowed to know.
Mm-hmm.
I know that the one that my ex-sister-in-law was in, she wasn't allowed to tell even her mother where she was. And she actually got kicked out of there because I picked her up one day from outside of the building to go see her children.
Mm-hmm. You just can't go to the actual building.
I don't believe a single one of these reporters. Every reporter has a different story right now because
Mm-hmm.
there's not enough
Yeah.
facts out. They're all going off speculation.
They're all trying to make money.
Yeah, there's a lot of people standing behind sis. I'm glad for it too. I'm happy to see it. Hey, you know how many people got my DMs? It was like we was waiting on you to go pro Elizabeth. I was like, yeah, I did. I didn't even want it to go this far. It wasn't even supposed to go this far.
Nobody with a logical mind. Now I'm saying a logical mind, okay? You take that with a grain of salt because as we know, there's not a lot of people like that can sit here and actually think about the facts of this. The fact that she was 13 when she met him, 14 when she got pregnant, 15 when she was married and had her first kid, could not tell me that she was not groomed. She was a child.
Yeah.
Because she is a victim, no matter how you look at it.
It's very
I'm
true.
sorry. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking with it. Hate me, I don't care.
Agreed.
Yep.
We definitely agree with you too.
Oh,
We're the only ones that are standing by her side in the family. Everybody else is just, she made her bed, she can lay in it.
Because they're the ones that allowed her to go when she was 13 years old.
Everything Joey spoke with his truth, it's all being said is all a lie, which is sad because that was really hard. He was very vulnerable doing that and speaking his truth. That's why I'm hoping that Elizabeth is okay enough to speak on her childhood and what it was like.
Actually, well, they're not speaking up because they don't want to get brought up in the middle of it because it's going to make them look bad. Because his story is going to is going to be true, and then they're going to look bad, and they're not wanting to be that bad person. Because at the end of the day, and I hate to say this, Joey, because I know it's your mother, but had she been a true mother and not let her 13-year-old run off, then we might not be in this situation. Period.
I can't deny it. I cannot deny it. Cannot deny that.
Even I myself say there's no reason it should have been no. Especially somebody you weren't fond of. Like I could see if it was like, it's been a really long time they were together. The families are really close. He's really good to her, and it was a good situation. I mean,
Hey,
that's
Beachin.
normal in a lot of places for younger people to get married, especially in that area and those people. Joey did not live at home when she went to live with the Siders. That's why it's really upsetting me that everybody's saying this is all Joey's fault, just because of stuff that Joey was talking about on his live the other day. They kind of took it out of context. Joey was not living at home. Joey was living in Georgia having his first child.
Appreciate that.
No one knows Tyler.
Jeremy was definitely living at home.
Not.
Jeremy is still living at home.
Yeah. What does someone want to say about Tyler?
I haven't really been home today.
Tyler asked what she
No, they don't have that information. I'm sorry.
Are you still getting
I don't know.
hate?
Oh, it's unbelievable. It's worse today than it's been yet. It's bad.
Seriously?
Apparently, one of my good friends decided to try and speak out for us today, and I had no idea about it till hours later. And it was on some Facebook like hate group or something. I don't even know what this group is. I'm avoiding them groups personally. I won't add any of them. But I guess she got completely ripped
Thank you,
apart.
Nikki. Not you, Nikki. But
And
Nikki down
it
there. So,
apparently they thought it was me and Joey, even though we are very willing to come out ourselves and speak our story ourselves, and Joey's story himself.
Yeah, I don't. Listen, I have a psychology degree. I can read people within 5 minutes on your words.
Yep. Joey, they asked up in the comments if you knew how many sets of twins she had officially.
Officially, I knew of one, and that was the set of boys.
If we can barely hear you, you must have got far from your phone.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah.
I said, I know one set for sure.
Well, according to what the
I know.
photos had listed, it says 3 living sets and then one that's obviously not.
I, yeah.
But
Well, I
but
can't.
but you can't believe how
That's
much that's right or not because people are putting so much crap out.
Exactly.
that's
That's
what.
our biggest thing. We don't know what
That's
to
why I
believe.
don't. Yeah, I don't want to say something because I don't know. I know one set for sure. One set. I don't know about the rest of them. I was told, but I didn't see them for sure.
I don't understand why people don't understand. I was never incarcerated, but I'm the only child between my parents that were never married. But I have
Yeah.
3 half siblings. I did not grow up with them. I was around them here and there. My mom didn't raise me. My dad did. We got close at one time, and as adults, they have their own children. They have their own lives. I don't know what happens in their lives. My sister, my only half sister, her daughter got pregnant at 13, hid it from the entire family. I wasn't around, but apparently hid it from everyone, and I didn't find out until she gave birth in the parking lot of the hospital. So why does everyone think that he should know everything that was going on in his sister's life? He has no reason to know that.
And they don't take into consideration that as a whole, we are socially disconnected now. 10 years ago, if we wanted to know what our Uncle Greg was doing, we'd get in the car, load our kids up, and go pay a visit. Now,
Yep.
we rely on a cell phone, and anybody can lie through a cell phone. So you never really know what's going on in somebody's life, even if you're talking to them. Because
I
we're a
agree, and it's
Exactly.
disconnected
it's it's
community.
sad. Like it hurts my heart. I wish families
Yeah.
were like when I remember my great grandparents. If you didn't come to my great grandma's house on Christmas Eve,
On
Oh yeah.
oh,
Sunday dinner, it's sad. And it's the generation before us was the last generation that gave a crap about family. I hate to say that, but they are.
you're
It's
not wrong.
true.
When my
Exactly.
dad
Yeah. Yeah.
passed in
Yeah. Yeah.
2017, I lost all that family. I haven't
Yeah.
heard from any of them since, and I was his only child.
Well, the day my grandmother died, my whole family quit talking to each other, and
That's
there's
exactly
13
what
kids in
happens.
there.
The
Same.
glue, once the glue passes, that's it.
The
That's exactly the
matriarch,
same. Once my
patriarchs.
Meemaw passed, the family stopped talking to each other completely.
Same here.
Yep, and that's the sad part is people don't care about family no more.
But I have 3 of my own grown children that I will haunt from the grave if I have to, because I have instilled in them, you better be there for one another. And I mean that.
Well, I got 3 biological. One that passed away in 2023 at the age of 21, my son. And then I have a 22-year-old and a 20-year-old and a 17-year-old. And my 22-year-old and 20-year-old have a completely different lifestyle, obviously, from me. But I love my kids, but they choose to do what they want to do, and they're, be who they want to be.
Sassy.
They take responsibility and connect, but they don't come around as much, and it's sad because I didn't raise them that way. Society has changed these kids so much.
College has changed my kids personally.
Mine was
I
high
only
school.
have one that got changed. It's my oldest that's 29, and she's the only female. And
Well, high school
that's
ruined
a
my
huge
kids.
part of it. I'm telling you guys, it's a huge, it's a
My
huge
kids
part
hit
of it.
high school right when that whole figure out your identity thing started.
Oh yeah.
Where you can be a cat or you can be a dog or, you can be,
Oh, no, see, I don't
transsexual
play-
or
I don't play
whatever.
with that. I
So
don't care. Block me if you.
they got super confused. And now I don't even think they know what they are now. And they're grown,
I'm okay
I
with my
love
daughter
them.
being gay. Let me be clear.
Uh-uh.
I was not at first. It
My
took me
daughter's
a couple
gay.
of years. No, it took me a couple of years because I am a Bible believing. I don't go to church. I'm
Yep.
not super religious, but I have my personal relationship with God. It took me a minute,
Yep.
only because I didn't want my child to be in hell. That was all I was scared of.
Yep.
God showed me, because I read my Bible every day. God showed me, hey, guess what? We're all sinners. I ain't judging nobody.
Yeah. I go through the same exact thing. My daughter's lesbian. I don't have a problem with her relationship. What I have a problem with is the partner that she chose
Good
chooses not
facts.
to support my daughter like the man she's took the place of and won't work and get a job and lives off my kid. That's what I have a problem with.
See, my daughter is a business owner, and the only issue I have with it, I'm gonna be honest, this is what I don't understand. If you're gonna be gay, why are you not both looking like and acting like girls? Why
Exactly.
is one partner gotta be the quote unquote guy? What do they call it? The stud.
The
My
stud.
daughter is more the stud, and I'm just like, you were never like that. I had to get up at 5 o'clock every morning to curl your hair to go to high school. Like what?
High school
I'm
changed
sorry, not trying to
everything for these
hijack.
kids. But you're not really hijacking that into this, because really and truly it ties into this as well. It shows you how much people can be discombobulated into the system or into society on different things, and we are so separated that we don't realize it because we always don't know what's going on with somebody. So really, you didn't hijack anything. I think it was a very little point.
I just wasn't trying to make anything
Okay.
about me.
We just I'm just praying that she gets the mental help that she needs so her story can come out.
Me
Me
too.
too.
Because, man, it needs
Oh,
to
yeah.
so bad, because everybody's judging. Can't judge a book by its cover. And if you're judging the book by the cover I seen of her, honey, you're missing it 100% if you don't know that woman's not sick, mentally and physically. You're blind.
I've been through every abuse there is, and if you don't see that with her, in her eyes, I don't
100.
even have to hear her speak. It's
Yep.
in her eyes.
In her
It breaks
face.
my heart.
It's all in her face.
And all she cared about was wanting to know what her babies were.
Yeah, so how was she so
Yeah.
terrible? Like, people get a breaking point. I think she was in a psychosis, if I'm being honest.
Uh-huh.
That's just my opinion. I was a nurse for 15 years. I've seen it.
That's what I was about to say.
Tiana, would you like a box, love? She said, "Hey, cousin, how you doing, babe?"
Hey, you want to come up, cuz? You want to come up? No, I don't know. I don't know if I should. No, because they pick on my
We
little
don't want to
mom.
drag you into anything.
No, if cuz, that's up to her own according if she wants to come up here. She tells me, yeah, that's my baby cousin.
I was
Of course
just
I will.
offering because she's your cousin.
Just make sure you
Is
got
she?
mods.
Oh yeah, I got a bunch of mods.
Okay. As long as you
That's what
got
I'm saying.
mods, you're
If you
good.
need another one, you can definitely add me on there. I don't care. I'm always on here.
I hear that, Tiana. I hear that.
There's a lot going on. Cause I'll text you here in a little bit, but you can stay in here. You're cool. Anybody mess with you, you can just let me know.
Hi, living life.
That's definitely my baby cousin. I don't know. So did they let him out today? Did he get out today?
He got out last night.
Hospital.
Or
Oh, he got out.
yesterday.
Get that out. Wait, what?
When they were taking Gary Sr., when he was either going to or going from his court appearance yesterday, he fell and had
I
a
love you
medical
too.
emergency. They brought him to a local hospital in Athens, and they said his condition was so severe they couldn't treat him there and had to transfer him out to a different hospital. And the judge ordered a personal recognizance. And when and if he is released from the hospital, he will be on GPS monitoring.
See, that's why I say there's more than one victim in the adult
Yeah, do
sphere.
you guys not think that his dementia, like, I feel like he might have been a victim as well.
Yep. I
What do
think
you
all
think?
three
I
of
don't
them
think
were.
he was at first, but it may have led to that. I think he knew what was going on, but honestly, with the condition he's in right now, there's nothing he could have done for nobody. He can't do nothing for himself. He probably don't even know who he is.
Exactly.
Hey, did you
So I
did you
wonder
all
if that
see
was
the?
part of the breakdown, because it seemed like everything was okay until it wasn't.
I don't know if you've seen the screenshot or not, but I got a screenshot. Chloe's asking if he can come out, and someone else is saying if he's a good boy, he can come out. I don't know what that meant. But I got it. I got it.
Yeah, I think I'm with Mama C on this one. I think the old lady and the young man are the masterminds behind all of this. I think Mom and
Oh
Junior.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's our
I,
opinion.
I mean, that's my opinion. I believe Junior was living off of them while he was making babies with his wife, with her manipulated into thinking that's what she was supposed to do. I mean, there's no way you fed all your kids on a DoorDash. That's not a job.
Especially in such a
There's,
small,
yeah.
poor area.
I mean, he's got her brainwashed into thinking she's a baby maker. Mama's got dad in control because he's sick and can't do nothing. She's got the
Okay.
money. It's her income. She pays for everything. So him and her, I believe, are the masterminds. Or even maybe just Junior. He may be the mastermind behind all three of them.
I mean, fear is
Because
a
if they
real
got
thing.
if they do have dementia, I mean that would definitely add up. He was taking
I mean-
advantage of the situation.
You got people
I
that
mean, I'm
said
not-
that she used to take care of the house and the kids. And then now
Exactly.
she can't.
Yeah.
Now she can't do it. Now
Yeah.
the house is out of array, you know?
I just see a broken woman. That's what I see.
Yeah, exactly.
And I know Lynn, the older lady, she, just from what Joey's mother has told me and Joey ourselves, is Lynn wouldn't let her have no information about her daughter. That was why Linda had to give all the information. It's because Lynn absolutely refused to give any information about Elizabeth or the kids. She absolutely refused to speak to the family.
That's weird behavior to me. Very,
She's a
very,
minor.
very weird.
Very.
Regardless if they're married. she was a
Narcissistic
mother.
control.
But I will
100.
say, Joey, I'm not trying to put your parents down. They did
Go
just
ahead.
live it. Did they know that they only lived down the road?
Yeah, they lived up on. I swear.
So
No,
why
meaning
didn't they
Elizabeth.
check on them?
I
She's
don't
saying
know.
did they know that Elizabeth and them lived in Vinton?
Oh,
Okay,
no,
here's a better
no,
question.
no.
Why did she allow
No.
her 13-year-old daughter to do the things she did? I mean, there's a lot of why questions there.
Right.
That's a lot of whys. I don't know. I don't know. Shit, I
And
was
I'm
out doing
coming from
stuff
a
going to
genuine
juvie,
place. I got
so
married at 16. My dad had the son. I'm not judging.
yeah. I don't know because, like I said, I was in juvie in and out a lot of my life. I don't know.
I mean, didn't you
sorry.
say that y'all were the target kids? That they didn't care
Oh
what
yeah,
y'all
we were
did?
definitely targeted.
Exactly.
Yeah, no.
That's
Well,
why.
because you
No.
said
Because
your
they
dad didn't
care.
believe that you're his, and nor her, correct?
Yeah, that's what I said. Because if you look at us, we had different traits, and I don't look nothing like my parents. I just want to say that.
I mean, the maths on that. That makes sense. It's not okay by any stretch of the imagination, but
Yeah.
And y'all got to understand that where they live at, marrying at a young age is common.
my great grandmother
Y'all
got
heard
married
about
at
Gary
13. That was
Senior's brother
very
yet?
common.
Have y'all heard about Gary Senior's brother?
No.
No.
He married his wife when she was 14 and pregnant, and he was 46 years her senior.
The
See, these people think that's normal. My question is, I want to know if they have a religious preference.
I don't know.
I don't know. I
And
know
as far as
Lincoln.
I know, I've never seen him at church. I've never seen him go to church ever.
I don't go to church. But
Yeah, I have a
preference.
religious. I mean, you can have a preference and not go. I'm just saying, could
Oh,
they
okay.
be Mormon? Could they be,
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
different? I'm not saying anything bad about them, but some religions believe a wife is there to procreate. That is her job.
Catholics can't take birth control either.
Yeah, no, not at all. I had a Catholic doctor that wouldn't even prescribe me birth control, and I wasn't Catholic.
Look at the Duggars. The Duggars were very religious. They had a whole lot of children. Nobody knew that there was SA going on in that house.
Exactly.
That's 19 and
That's
counting,
what I
right?
thought of. I was like, why
Yeah.
are like just because those people were like, oh, nice, neat, and clean. Oh,
Bless you, Mama. I couldn't do it personally. But I mean, I've always been told that once you have a couple, it's not as bad as you think. I
It's
was never
not.
blessed that way. I have my one baby, and she's 16. Very, very spoiled child. I wanted more, it just didn't work out. My ex that I was with for 13 years couldn't have children, so that was just what was in the cards.
Right. And some people have their kids take care of their kids. You know, like my
Yeah.
mom's family, there's 13 of them. There was a set of kids that were older and then a set of kids that were younger. It was like they started over after about 5 years. Those older kids pretty much raised the younger set.
Well, the older generations, like my great grandparents on my mother's side, my great grandmother, yeah, she had 13 kids. They had a cotton farm, so the kids all worked. Like it was almost like you had kids so that you had free employees.
Yes, so you could survive.
Yeah, and I mean, it wasn't. I'm not putting her down. Like nothing like that. And then
And
my great grandmother on my dad's side, I'm so glad that my parents had me so young because I got to know both sets of great grandparents, and I don't think a lot of people get to do that. But my great grandmother, I only know I was just going through her stuff because I'm nosy. I was sitting there one because I used to go visit her every Saturday, and I was sitting there as an adult, and I was like, "You got married at 13, and Papa was 7. He was 21," and she was like, "So." And today you'd be like, "What?"
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
yeah,
If
because
you actually Google what states you can get married at 16, it's the majority of the states in this country.
I know in Alabama you can get married at 14. If
North
parent with a
Carolina,
parent
you gotta
signature.
have somebody sign.
Yep, parent signature, 14 years old.
Well, most of them, yeah,
Okay,
require
yeah.
the parent
Oh,
signature.
okay.
I mean, anybody that lives in that smaller area and that's normal to them, they're going to sign because it's normal to them.
And it's even like back to the religion thing. Some religions believe if a woman has a menstrual cycle, then she's old enough to be married.
I'm gonna
Hate
be
to say
honest,
that,
I
but
do
it's the
go back and
truth.
forth with that
That's
because
sick.
It's sick as
I'm
crap.
not saying it's not, but from both a biological place, like I do question. I'm just being like brutally honest. Y'all can attack me. I don't care. I'm just being brutally honest. I think back in the day, people were forced to grow up way faster. The 13-year-old 50 years ago is not the 13-year-old today.
Absolutely agree.
So
Amen. That is some truth.
Absolutely agree.
the
People were just
16-year-old
raised.
me is not the same 16-year-old I had as a daughter. And
Yeah, we're all on
it's
here
going to
by one.
continue to be that way. And I think that's a good thing. However, if your body is able to reproduce, you got to kind of think sometimes, kind of weird, maybe by design. I don't know. I'm not saying yes or no either way. It just does make me think. I'm a critical thinker. I overthink everything, so I apologize.
I'm so
No.
sorry, Tiana, that you were forced to grow up faster than you should have. I'm so sorry about that. Seems to be a common trend. For anybody that had a whole bunch of kids, like I honestly think part of that is really good because then once you're gone and you're no longer here, they all still have each other and there's cousins and everything. Like that's what stinks about me not having a bunch of siblings and stuff. We don't have the cousins, we don't have the aunts and uncles that everybody else has.
It's okay, honey. I came from a huge family, and I'm telling you, when my dad passed in 2017, my kids don't. They just have each other now. And then once my father-in-law passed, they literally just have each other.
I was
Families are not like they used to be.
no. I was a oops baby. You know what that means?
I don't know
Yeah.
what a planned pregnancy is. If
Oops baby means my brothers and sisters were grown when I popped out.
my husband
So
Yeah.
was,
literally in the last 5 years, I've lost my mom, my dad, my grandparents, 3 siblings, and I'm the only family blood relative left out of our immediate family, and I'm by myself.
I'm so sorry.
It
Family doesn't have
sucks,
to be
but it
blood.
don't.
Family doesn't have to be blood.
Exactly. And most of my family that I call my family are not blood related at all.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's a family that I haven't talked to in over 20 years. And I don't care who's
Yeah.
at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my cutoff game got stronger after I turned 40. I was just like, you know what? The little bit of F's I gave,
For me, it was 18. As soon as I can get away from him, protecting my peace is what mattered.
Yes.
You're
I don't
better
even
than
know
me
who
because I was always the
You don't know
peacemaker, fix
peace.
it.
You don't know
Because
peace, so you
my
don't have to
dad
have
was
worry
the
about
glue.
nobody. It's great.
My dad was the glue, so he always like kind of forced it. You know what I mean? So he always kind of forced it.
Yeah.
Family's everything. Family's everything. Family's everything. So that's no matter what. Family's everything. So once he was gone,
Hey, who's Australian? May? Oh, I wish I could hear you talk. That is one of my favorite accents. I love that accent. I seen Australian. I was like, what? Sorry.
Somebody.
what Australia? Y'all just have all the deadly creatures.
Oh, I'm
Thank
just
you,
one.
Mama C.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's my wife, Tina.
And for the person who asked why Joey did not call CPS and their comment got removed, Joey, you can go ahead and answer that because I'm sure there's other people that are here that have that same question.
Because I wasn't around to know that it was going on. It's simple. It's plain as day. Like I'm totally speaking on that. I was not around. Like everybody is throwing my prison record. Take the years away from that, and you'll know what it is. Like it's common math. I'm not around. It's common math. Like
It
it's
wasn't
right in
evident
everybody's
either.
brains.
That's what people are not realizing. The neighbors didn't even know. It wasn't evident. It wasn't publicly displayed. The kids were not seen. The house was not a mess like it shows in those pictures. The neighbors have come out and spoke about it. There was never a smell. There was nothing to report.
Except
you can't
that one
report
neighbor.
something you
What's
don't
his
know.
Right, Jen? Thank you, Jen.
What's
That
that
means a
one?
lot.
What was the one neighbor's name, Joey?
You talking about Arrow, the one that lives behind them, the Arrow guy?
I can't. I'm bad with names, guys. I apologize. We just talked about it
What was
last
it?
night.
I know there
What
was
was
a
it?
guy named Arrow and a girl named Jessie.
No, it was a guy.
It's Arrow. It's got to be the guy that lives behind them. He's a professional archery person
Are
with
you
a bunch of
talking about the
followers.
former police officer? See, I haven't really heard a whole
Yes.
lot of what he's had to say
Yes.
about it because he goes into the other live that we don't speak about.
Well, I've been snooping, and what he says was that it didn't look like the pictures that everybody's being shown. He's saying that some of those pictures that are being shown are not even the house.
Oh, that's the truth. Even in the press conference, they said that.
Yeah. So they're basing it off what they're seeing, and the neighbors are coming out and saying, "Hey, I walked my dog past that house every day. Nothing was evident, or we would have reported
Ivory
it."
Rose knows her stuff. Like she's one of the biggest true crime people on here. She said all those inside pictures of that house are false.
Are false. They're all AI.
None have been released at all.
Hey, Jill.
Exactly. But wasn't there a neighbor that I felt like was maybe a predator to the oldest daughter? Am I wrong?
We're questioning that ourselves.
I haven't heard that.
We want it to be looked into just because of what the internet boyfriend came out and said, and like.
Yes. So I'm not crazy. Okay.
Yeah, we want that looked into too.
Where the boyfriend said they broke up because of the neighbor.
Yeah,
yes.
I got that neighbor. I got that neighbor's name and address right now.
I feel bad for him.
The Mike.
We're waiting
Mike,
for the
I
attorney to
definitely
call
have
us back to give
Mike,
that
that's the name. Yes.
Yeah,
Thank
we're
you.
waiting.
I got it. I got the. I was sent his address and everything last night.
Don't say too much.
I'm giving it to the attorney.
Don't say too much
No,
on
I'm giving it to.
Yeah, babe.
No, I'm giving it to the attorney. That's all I'm going to say. That's legal. I'm allowed to say that.
I'm
So they can look into it.
a
Because if I-
FAFO person when it comes to my family, so I'm sorry. I was like, don't do it.
Well, but No. I got a wife and kid, and that would just make my sister. That'd make it rougher on my sister. I got to do something stupid.
It would.
That's not a good look. That's not a good look.
It's not.
So I
I
went for the
applaud
warrior.
you.
I'm doing.
I applaud you both for standing and speaking and
think though, if how old was that kid? And if it was messing with the neighbor, that goes to prove that they thought that was okay, just like they did to your sister.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly, and it sickens us. Like how anybody can say that they don't think there's there's no victim here. It's just, all the adults are horrible. Joey, Mama C wants to know, do you have an answer about Elizabeth's arm from court?
I've been saying, I think everybody, we talked about that last night. That looks like a coupling, like you put on the end of a chain that they used to use to hold you against the wall, like in the old gladiator movies and stuff. That's what that looks like.
He was tied up.
The courts have not released anything yet. They have not given any.
But I said allegedly.
Okay.
That's what I think it is. I don't know. And then she had that big old bruise, and then she's got another bruise on her hand over there if you look at it really well.
allegedly. Be careful.
Oh, yeah, I mean, allegedly. I know that's something, but allegedly.
Your eyes ain't allegedly playing tricks on you and millions of other people seeing the same thing.
Oh, I know.
Isn't that how this app can be?
Oh, I do too. I believe me. Oh, believe me.
I've had this app for 6 years. I didn't get on the live side until about a little over a month ago.
Fuckers.
And it's brutal.
It is. I've seen so much stuff sent to me that I'm like, just stop saying it. I don't even care anymore. And it's just the nasty stuff that's being said about me and my sister. It's just like, it's all gross. It's gross.
And it all comes from stay-at-home moms that have nothing else to do that thinks they're the police.
Exactly.
Keyboard ninjas.
You really need to reach out to Ivory if your kids are getting threatened. I don't know if you tuned in last night to her live. She don't play with that. None of us do. But Ivory is, I know you've reached out to other ones and you've co-hosted with other ones. Ivory's your girl. I promise you. She don't play when it comes to kids.
We've learned
I like Ivory.
Unfortunately, who is in our corner and who isn't, and who's just in it just to get answers. Like, you'd be surprised how many people are even coming up with fake identities just to get information so they can get in other lives and talk crazy. It's mind-boggling.
Yeah.
Oh no, Ivory Rose knows, like, has been here.
I trust her.
Like, she's the sweetest. I've never seen her out of character. And someone else that I follow, I'm not going to mention her name, her kids got threatened via text message from a whole nother thing. And she went the whole way last night. She doesn't play with that. So if you want that addressed on a large platform, you need to reach out to her because she will.
Yeah, my daughter was getting it really bad. Now that her account's private, it's really calmed down a lot. And my daughter's honestly, she doesn't even want to go on TikTok. She used to love scrolling the FYP and watching videos and making her videos. And even she doesn't want to go on the app because every single thing is about her stepdad, a man that she loves and looks up to and is her best friend. It breaks her heart seeing this stuff and hearing this stuff. But, like, yeah, we didn't tell our daughter about his, like, arrest record and things that he's done because she's a child. We're not going to tell her about that. She got to learn about it on the internet, and we had to have a sit-down conversation with her and explain it the best way we could to a kid.
And you should not have had to do that.
I am so sorry. But that hurts my heart genuinely because it's obvious to me that both of you are good parents. And
I wish people could see it for themselves and just stop making these lies. Like,
they don't care.
I won't expose my child,
They're
but
so stuck in the past.
They want
Just turn my
content.
camera on.
They're so stuck in the past of what somebody did way back when.
Well, once you've
That's
served your time, guess what? You're done.
that's what
And
I
that's
got.
the
I
thing,
got
though.
jumped about last night in the live over the fact that I was supporting Joey. I didn't care. I was like, I don't care what he's done in his past. This ain't about him. This is not about him at all. It's about his sister. It's about those kids.
And that's the thing too, though. And this is not by any means an excuse for him. But Joey also suffered with very severe mental illness without being treated at all ever in his entire life for these conditions. He had extreme anger outbursts that he could not control. He had triggers and just he was not it wasn't something he wanted to do. It's not like he was like, hey, you're the love of my life, let me hurt you. Like, it wasn't like that. He had mental illness, and that's what's sad about it. Now that he's gotten help, he is so much better. And he still has a lot of things to work through. He's still a little impulsive because it's not going to go away overnight, but he's working at it in therapy.
And crap like this does not help him.
No.
Because trauma does things to the brain that people don't understand. Are you comfortable sharing what you're diagnosed with, Joey? I'm just curious because I know there's one specific thing that only trauma causes, and if that's what it is, then I'm going to go 10 toes down defending you.
I know that the prison, well, at first, Woodland Centers diagnosed me with bipolar schizophrenia and paranoia. And then when I went to prison, they said I had IED, was an intermediate explosive disorder.
So no BPD?
I was about, and I was smoking a cigarette. I was smoking PBD or BPD, yes.
So
Sorry, I had to go grab my cat.
everyone needs to understand BPD is the worst of the worst because that's not inherited. It's not genetic. It's not anything. That is literally caused by trauma. It is the saddest mental illness there is. I'm a huge mental illness advocate. I deal with my own mental illness struggles. It's one of the hardest things to treat. And that's probably why you have been in and out with, your issues.
Violence.
Because you didn't know.
Violence.
Yes, because yes. People need to research that stuff.
Yeah.
It's not a joke.
Knew his diagnosis too, and
I mean, it does not give me the excuse to hit a woman like I did.
It's not
It
an
does not give me that
excuse, but it's an understanding. If you didn't know, you didn't know. But now you sought the treatment and you're doing what's right. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Without giving,
Yeah.
I'm not excusing.
Yes,
I'm just
exactly.
saying you did not know.
And all those mental illnesses, they mentally change you chemically, and that's what people don't understand.
Yes, the brain's all chemically wired.
Yes, it changes your receptors. It changes how you see your thought process. It completely rewires you, and it takes years to fix that. Sometimes it never gets fixed.
They don't, because the chef immediately. I was actually trying to find somebody until I came across that line. I was upset about my sister and stuff. I just snapped on him like I snapped. Like
He deserves it. That jerk deserves snapping him all day. He deserves every snapping you want to give him.
I was trying to say though, I see red and I get completely red when I finally snap. It's like it's really bad. It's like I can't think. I can't think, and anger is the best way to go for it. So let's do that.
Yeah, my thing is one tear falls.
It's because when you've been so traumatized, sadness and all those other emotions are hard to feel. We don't like that. That we turn it into anger.
And
we
our
don't even do it
brain
intentionally.
stops processing those emotions and only goes through the emotion that makes it feel the best.
There you go.
Ketamine. What's ketamine? What is that?
Ketamine is a tranquilizer they use. It's a low dose horse tranquilizer is what it is actually, but they use ketamine to treat things like that. It's a mood suppressor. It makes you happy all the time. I had ketamine after my surgery.
Oh, okay.
It was wonderful. It was wonderful. I didn't.
Elon Musk does it, so it must not be terrible.
I didn't care about nothing. My sister literally died while I was in surgery, and that's what I woke up to, and I was just like, okay, whatever. That's what ketamine does.
Oh,
He also
I never
doesn't
tried it,
want to be
but
zombified.
Elon Musk does it. So
so
That was his other problem, is he doesn't want to be a zombie. He doesn't want to be completely numb. He wants to just heal and be able to function. And I think,
exactly.
honestly, therapy is helping him more than the medication. Getting out
Yes.
those traumas. Like,
excuse me,
the
sorry.
weight
And be
that was
careful.
Look
lifted off
into
of him the other
EDMR.
day when he spoke his truth.
Look into EDMR. That helped me more
You
than
know,
anything else.
you
Have you
know,
tried
ever
that?
since like 2 days ago, I've been they threatened my wife, and I ain't been sleeping none. I'll wait until she's up in the morning before I go to sleep because I will not have no one come to this house. I have not been
Bad that y'all
sleeping.
have to worry
I
about
am.
that.
No, I let them sleep. No.
Well, you've got to also get you some rest too, or you are going to physically, you're gonna go into a
I know.
spiral.
He's
You've
only
got
sleeping
to.
for a couple hours in the morning time, and once I wake up in the morning to start taking care of my dad, he goes to sleep for a couple hours. And I've been trying to get on to him. I've been like, hey, I got this melatonin if you need it. But he's petrified. He's like, that's all we need is someone to try and boot the door in while we're all sleeping. We are getting unalive threats constantly.
I'm so sorry. I would look
I was
into the
told that.
microdosing ketamine. I would also look into EDMR
Be
because
careful with
I'm
that
like
though.
you. I don't want to take anything that's gonna like make me space out. They've done that to me. No, thank you. I don't want to live like that. I don't want to feel nothing.
And you don't want to get an addiction of that either. And it's easy to do with mental health problems and you taking medications. It's easy to become addicted to those as well. We see a lot of patients that become medical addicts because of this exact reason too.
Actually, I just texted Jeremy a little bit ago, and because I seen a post on there, and it's to me 100%. It's a hate post. It's okay. I get it. Like, and I told him. I said, I said you just need to be honest about what happened to me and sis. I said you was there, Jeremy. Like you need to be honest with these people. I wish I can have Nikki record what I said to him. I was like, you need to be honest with these people. I said, you sitting watching me and my sister get beat on all the time. I straight said that. I went off on him. I mean, he ain't answered me back, but I left it there. And I told him, I said, y'all want to disown me, disown me. Can't help but speak the truth.
Can't disown something you're not around anyway.
No, I ain't been around him.
We've only seen that, what, babe, 3 times in 4 years?
Yeah, 3 times, yeah.
Sometimes it's better to love people from a distance than hate them up close.
I mean, that.
That's facts right there.
Really,
Because
they
my
don't
my
contact
16-year-old nephew is reaching out to me right now. I've been dealing with this for this whole week, like since last week. My 16-year-old nephew just revealed to me that my brother, my half brother, but my brother I don't use half usually because we were always close. For the last 10 years has been abusing him. And I'm going 10 toes down. I'm like, I love my brother. I do. But no. The minute you told me that, I'm in a whole other state. I'll ride up and pick you up. So I'm dealing with that. So this has hit me a little closer to home. And you didn't know. And I didn't know. Like, we got together as a family for every holiday.
Yeah.
So I'm like, because I've been so traumatized, I usually can you probably understand, Joey, if you've been traumatized, like I
You
think
can
you
pull it
have.
out of a room, can't you?
You
Pick them
see it.
up.
You
Yep.
see it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And I didn't
True.
see it.
Yeah.
And I'm so mad at myself for not seeing it.
Because kids are taught to hide things so well nowadays.
But I still
100%.
usually see it. And
Don't knock yourself for not seeing what you're talking about.
My heart hurts for Joey because he wasn't even around to even try to see it. He couldn't see any flies when he's not there. So leave him alone.
He was in completely different states or he was in prison. And I mean, with the people that are asking, Joey is the oldest, Jeremy is the middle child, Elizabeth is the baby. But Jeremy was not lying on Facebook when he said he was the golden child. Jeremy was the only one that did not experience anything bad in his childhood. And the craziest part is he's kind of the one that had more of the issues. But he's still at home with the family. His mom helped with the kids. She still helps with the kids. Like we've said over and over and over again, his parents are very different people now than they were when the kids were growing up. And I think that has a lot to do with the fact that his mother was only 15 when she had Joey. She was still young. I don't think they even knew how to be parents then, and I think that's why it was so bad. Because, I mean, they're great people. Everybody in the community will tell you they're great people now. They're great people to the grandkids.
I will say,
The
as a
middle
mother of
kid's
three
usually the
and
best.
starting at 16, I don't care what age you are. I think I was, because I was forced to grow up way before I should have. So at 16, I was probably more like a 30-year-old. But
Yeah.
I will say, each one of your kids gets a different version. Like, no kid has the same parent, even though they're parented in the same household, if that makes sense.
Yes, correct.
Because
I will
as
say
we grow and learn, we treat the next one different. And it's not a favoritism thing.
It's a I learned it thing.
Yes.
I will say this, too. When it comes to Jeremy, things even got more revolved around him after he had the stroke and he got really sick and he almost passed. They very, very much so really got
Babied
into
him.
And Elizabeth, you would think with her being the only girl and her being the baby of the family, she would have been the one on the pedestal. But it wasn't like that. It was completely opposite. Hi, Lydia. We love you too.
Love you too,
Most
sis.
3-kid parent home or 3-kid homes, the middle child's usually the favorite because they got to take care of the little one, but yet they got to follow the older one. And the older one usually gets his butt tore up because it did something wrong that the middle child's seen. In like
Yup.
the oldest is a target, the youngest becomes a target. I've seen it, and then the middle child is like the holy grail of kids. They do no wrong.
What's bothering me too is Joey's really been beating himself up these past couple days since everything happened. Like normal sibling rivalry. Every sibling has fights. Every sibling beats each other up or does something stupid like that. And Joey's beating himself up for it so bad these past couple of days just because of normal sibling rivalry. And that's what he was talking about on his live the other day when he said, maybe I'm the reason. He's just beating himself up. Joey was already far away from the home with no intentions of coming back when Elizabeth left.
Don't beat
He
yourself
needs to
up.
understand it is so normal for sibling rivalry. And now that there's a whole bunch of people here that can agree with it, siblings fight, siblings argue. That is a fact of life.
That is how we bond. That is what we do. That is part of life. That is how we get to know each other. You're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. And no kids that live in the same household are going to constantly get along. It's not going to happen. So don't beat yourself up for that. If anything's no regrets, just lessons learned.
And wait till she gets out and she's got herself together. I guarantee you this, mark my words, she is going to tell the world that Joey and her were best friends. Her and Joey were the ones that got along the best. They were the ones that understood each other the most. And everybody is trying to drag this like, oh, it's Joey's fault. He was doing this to her and he was doing that to her. Exactly, Tiana. And that's what we can't wait for. We absolutely cannot wait until the truth comes out so these people can eat their feet and leave us alone.
Well,
Being the oldest of the four of us, again, I don't have the same dad as the other three. So I wasn't in that same household. I agree completely.
Joey, please read the comments.
And
aloud.
it's so
I
easy to
am.
beat yourself up, Joey. You
Sure.
can't. And I beat my
Oh
own
yeah, I
self
know.
up. I think that's why the first live I saw of yours, I didn't
Yeah.
even know what the case was. I just feel like genuine people know genuine people, real people know real people. I felt your genuine, real self. It had nothing to do with anything else. It was like you were being so vulnerable
Yes.
to put yourself out there. That's why I tuned in. And then I did some research. I didn't know before then.
Same.
You're an amazing person. You've made your mistakes as we all have, and that's okay. Don't beat yourself up.
Yeah,
I beat
definitely.
myself up. I'm telling you, I'm probably older than you. I'm 46 years old. Don't do it.
Yeah, I'm 30. I'm 38. Yeah.
Yeah, don't do it.
I'm gonna tell you
I'm
too,
telling you from
though.
experience, don't do it.
Be prepared if it's a different outcome with her too, because you got to remember she's mentally been brainwashed for 18 plus years. So be prepared for it maybe not to go the way you suspect it to go. So remember that, because
Oh
she
no,
is
I'm ready for that. I'm ready
okay.
for that.
And
I'm about to
sadly, I
prepare
think
myself
that's
for
what's going to
that.
happen because of what her attorneys, which I talked to you earlier about, what her attorney
Yeah.
has filed, because she is so brainwashed.
And I believe she is. She's
Hey,
probably
Tiana said
mentally
anytime day or night you
incompetent.
can call her.
What?
Tiana said anytime day or night you can call her if you ever need to talk. That way you still have, look, you still have your family members that know the truth and know how hard it was growing up, and you still
I had
have,
two of them.
you have
And
everybody in these boxes.
I had two of them over there in that damn ciders thing. I mean, I can see in it. I just can't get in it. I can see in it. And there was two of my. One was my aunt. One was my. Well, you might as well say both of them was my aunt. And they're talking shit about me, like talking shit.
It's because the attention they're getting for it. The thing is nobody wants the truth to come out. They, like
Exactly.
they told you,
Exactly. To
and
make them look
honestly,
bad.
you can even show the screenshots of what you were told by your family. Stop talking about it. Sweep it under the rug. Let all of this go away. They didn't want the truth to come out. And now that it has, now they're just trying to all paint you to be the monster to discredit you so nobody will listen to you.
Exactly.
Because my record shows that I was bad, especially as a kid. So, you know,
If you were a kid that was loved properly, I don't feel like it would have been that way.
it took me until I was 30-something years old to start growing up.
I mean, even to this day, the only time Joey would talk to his family is if he reached out. And even then, he'd get left on red for months at a time. The only one that was actually really active with responding to his phone calls when he would call would be his mom. Other than that, like, it was hard for him to reach anybody in his family. When we went out there to visit his family recently, the first time it was kind of a surprise. We were just like, hey, we're on the way. And they were really apprehensive at first. They're like, okay, you can come, but just keep it quiet. You're in town. And this, he didn't have the warrant then. They just didn't want people to know he was there. And then the second time we went, it was probably like, 2 weeks later? His mom got real sick.
I don't want to interrupt you guys, but Kayla J. Crime, I would block her. That's your decision. She's probably streaming you because she never has content of her own.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to trust you on this.
Is that the one that says besties? No, that's Queen.
I blocked
No,
her.
it's the one saying,
Okay. Well, thank you. If you know somebody, because I get invites to that live over there, not going to speak no names, and I tell people all the time, please don't send me this. I'm not going in there. And I'm getting accused of going in her lives. Like I've told everybody, I don't have no backups. If I want to let you know my presence is there, I'm coming with this one to let everybody know I'm there.
oh yeah, they're trying to get warrants put out for him all over the country for violating protective orders. He is not contacting any of his exes. He wants nothing to do with them. If there are people
I don't
making
know.
fake accounts, honestly, in my personal opinion, the ones making the fake accounts and going into those comment sections pretending to be Joey is them. I think they're doing it themselves just to get that rise out of everybody. Like, look how bad Joey is. Look what he's saying in the chat. But that's why I said, let them call the police. Let them press charges. Because then we can demand that the IP addresses be pooled on those accounts. And then they're going to be cooked. They're going to be in complete trouble when the IP addresses get pulled and they find out who's actually doing those things. That does.
I don't have a reason.
I don't know a lot of the troublemakers, but the ones that I do
What is
know,
this?
I will let you know.
Just see one in the comments
Thank
right
you.
now.
Well, okay, I'm gonna make you
Thank
guys. Cass, I'm gonna do this for you, okay?
Yeah.
Give me a second. Okay, so add moderator. What's that do? Comment settings, everything. Oh,
Yep.
okay, Becky, I know what to do now. Okay, I got you.
No, Stardust, we're in a voice only live. Nobody can turn on cameras. That's why it looks like this.
I figured it out, Becky. I'm sorry. I think. Why ain't yours doing that?
Well, that's a weird question. What do you mean? How do I know she was in here? She addressed me.
And she did. She absolutely addressed her. I muted what she said, and when I blocked her out of here.
Oh no, I'm not personally offended. I just know what she does is streams other people's lives as her content because she doesn't have any. So Wawa, are you with her? Do I need to block you personally? Because I will.
Jess, I'm doing you now. I figured it out.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Josh. Welcome back, Josh.
Wawa has been here almost every day. I know that there are
Hey, honey
definitely
bee.
people in here that are just watching so they can report back to go laugh with the other cackling hens, and that's fine. You're welcome to stay if that's what you want to do. You don't have to believe us. We're not here to try and convince you of anything because at the end of the day, our lives are not y'all's business. You guys are making up complete lies and fabrications about us. Like the one today saying that I whooped on Joey. That I started laughing so hard when that was sent to me today.
She did. She was like, "You see this?" And she started laughing. And I was mowing, and she was like, "It was funny." She lost it. I was like, "Are you serious?"
So there are 3 people in these boxes right now. Craziest Angel Becky, Queen of Love, and Queen Phoenix. Every single one of them ladies can tell you I am probably one of the most level-headed, calm, collected people you'll ever meet in your life. It takes so much to upset me. And then when it happens, I'm full-blown Medea. But it takes
Trying
a
to see if
lot.
it
I
blocked
am
the
the
one that I was
emotional
trying to
one.
block.
Who is it? Which one you got in here, guys? Hey,
Queen
you guys
bee.
know any in the comments too?
That'd
Let
be
me
true.
know.
Y'all better be careful with the queen bee. I tried to block her. I want to make sure it went off there. I don't care if she knows I said it. Because she be spouting out some stuff.
Oh, for real? She be in my DMs.
She be spouting out some stuff about a bunch of cases. Queen bee
Oh,
is very well known and she is not who you think she is. I blocked
she's
her.
on my. I thank you because she's been all nice to me in the comment. I mean,
She's the one
my
that says
DMs.
besties.
Yeah,
I really hope
yeah.
not, because the sad part is
I know for sure.
we're just trying to be cool with people because that's just the type of people we are, and there's so many two-faced coming just to get the tea. We don't ask anybody to come here. We actually don't want people to come in here. We want to go about our regular lives. Like, people think that Joey all of a sudden is going live all the time and all of a sudden is making these videos. We have been on this app for years. We're just in a different algorithm than most people. We go live every day on somebody's account. We're always live in boxes, just hanging out, having fun, laughing, joking,
and
having a good
and
time.
there was a big 9-month gap there, so that kind of affects, you know. I was sitting at Ross, so that kind of affects me not being able to be on my phone. Can't be in prison like, hey.
There's no drama in here. Not at all. We don't do the drama. We just talk and have fun and speak truths and talk about our opinion on things. You gotta go
With
elsewhere for
levity
drama.
sentences.
We don't do it here.
Yeah. Sis, you want to come
Stardust.
up?
I'm gonna take a screenshot of what it looks like on my end and send it to you, love.
Yeah, Queen Bee's probably trouble because I just blocked it myself.
She is Queen Bee. If you go and watch her stuff on YouTube, she is like, ooh, I'm telling you.
I don't
She's-
understand. Unless y'all understand mental illness, like I understand people don't like Joey because of the things he has done. Joey is trying so hard to get his mental health in order. Do you think he wanted to do that stuff? Like honestly, do you think somebody would want to hurt anybody? No. He had untreated mental health diagnoses because nobody cared enough when he was a kid to get him help. Nobody gave a shit. Their way was, all right, let's just lock him up. There were times Joey would get off of the school bus and there would be a caseworker waiting to take him to the children's home because his parents say, we can't do it. We can't take him right now. We can't handle him. You need to take him. And then he'd go for months to a children's home.
Blue House on the Hill by Browns.
He said the Blue House on the Hill by Browns.
I do know you got to be really careful with anybody that has a Purple Heart in their name. I do know that.
Well, I mean, I used to have a Purple Heart in my name. I changed my name to make it... Purple Heart is just my thing. I put Purple Hearts on everything because of addiction and the loved ones that I've lost.
She was.
But Stardust
Honey,
is really
Lena.
good. Stardust is my absolute best friend in the entire planet.
Okay, so that's, yes. I don't think that's the same. I think it's,
All Purple Hearts are DVs
Yes,
too.
Purple Hearts are also DV too.
I did not know that. I'm so sorry.
Yep.
And there's going to probably be a lot of Purple Hearts that come in because of that, because I'm really big
That
in the
makes sense.
sobriety side of TikTok algorithm and really big on the DV side of TikTok algorithm. Lydia too. Lydia is an absolutely amazing, amazing woman. These are my personal friends.
I've just had so much come at me personally that I'm trying to be I'm overly protective because I'm actually a big sister, like not like the one that claims to be. I really am. So when I connect with people, I know people are like, "Oh, this is just online." This is reality. So no, thank you. Like I will block people. I don't want drama.
Neither do I. It's hit me everywhere. There's nothing I can do. I'd have to just shut down.
No,
my account.
you're
That's
gonna
not
have to. I
happening.
spent all day yesterday blocking. I went through
Oh, yeah.
everything and blocked.
Need to
I did too.
research some of these true crime people like Bullhorn, Betty, and them. You need to make sure they're watching for them because they're gonna come for you. They're gonna come quick.
If any of you
They probably
know
have like
of
15
any
accounts.
accounts
Who the
that
hell
we
is
should
that?
block, please let us know. Please
Yes.
get into DMs and let us know. I mean, I know at the end of the day they're just going to come in on backups anyway. But the thing is we're sick of seeing it. My mental health literally can't take it anymore.
Honey, I
Like,
had to take 2 days off
comments,
of even getting on live, even getting on TikTok at all. I
didn't
couldn't
want
even
to
go to
be
my
on.
For You page.
I'm
I'm not a creator. I'm not profiting. I don't claim to be anybody. I'm just here to listen, especially when I'm working. Just leave me
Yeah,
alone.
sometimes that's all a person needs is someone to listen to. Huh?
Yeah, and Stardust in the comments heard me have a full-blown mental breakdown today. I did not want to get on live with Joey. I was like, can we please just not do it? I can't take it anymore because the way that these
But
lies
I'm
are
not.
coming.
My wife came crying to me today. She's like, and she started crying. She's like, I am tired of seeing all the awful stuff on the internet. I said, then stop looking at it. I said, I have done told them they let them have that. If that's what they need to live and do with their lives, let them live and do that with their lives. I don't care what people are saying about me. I don't care. If that's the best you got to do, thank you. Thank you. I'm not
The thing
offended.
is I
I
can't
think
avoid
it's
it.
funny,
I touch my phone, it's there.
but I'm not going. My wife coming crying to me. Just it's time. It's time because I'm gonna get pissed eventually.
Y'all need to take some time out of each day to put your phones on do not disturb and have some time alone every day. I would
You know,
highly recommend it for you guys.
these people have doxed our information for both of our properties to the point where we don't even feel safe leaving our home.
You know you can sue
We used
them
to
for
go
that, right?
hiking all the time. Oh, I know. I wish I would have. Like, we have a screen recording of it too. There's literally a group chat out there that has our address posted in it, and well,
You
both of our
can
addresses posted.
you can sue them for that. I've actually seen a matter of fact the one I was talking about earlier, Bullhorn Betty, got sued for big money because she docked somebody's address.
We used to go hiking on a daily
Honey
basis.
Ivory will tell you exactly what to do. I'm telling you,
Uh,
reach out to her.
be
She will tell you
careful.
what to do. Her husband, what he does for a living, she'll direct you in the right direction. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm definitely
That's
gonna have
awesome.
to talk to her because I can't take this anymore. Like, these people don't understand the mental toll that they.
What is your name, girl?
It's rough.
Take a message.
And thank you for making
Like
me
I
a
said, bully
moderator.
somebody enough into
You're welcome.
unaliving themselves, and then they go to prison for that. Bully somebody into that enough, because if they're doing it to us, they're gonna do it to other people too, and eventually, with how relentless they are, somebody is gonna unalive themselves because of these evil people that have nothing better to do with themselves.
Yep. I
Ivory
was
did a
looking
whole live about it last night. She's sick of it.
I was looking to see if Mama C was still on here because if it's the Mama C I'm thinking, she needs to be blocked as well.
Mama C times
Let me
7.
look.
That's what I'm trying to find out. I was trying to look and see if it was the one that always does the videos about stuff like this and starts drama.
I'm
Yes,
gonna
it's
make this
mostly because
clear.
people don't have their own content, so they will
Uh-huh.
either screen share,
If
they'll either share it. I don't even know how that works. I do know how to screen record. I don't know how they do it the other way, but that's their whole content because they don't have any content because they're irrelevant.
Yeah, I was not saying that you were Mama C. I was just saying you have a similar name to a content creator. And I was checking to make sure you weren't that content creator because she starts a lot of drama. But you're good. I checked your thing, so
I appreciate it. No offense, Mama. No offense. I'm gonna be
You
like
do have
Mom.
a similar name. I know who
uh
she's talking about.
yeah, and she is a
Tiana,
crap starter.
Tiana, just because Joey called you his cousin, you're gonna have them stalking you. You are going to. And the sad part is you'll probably get offered to go to that crazy live too, where all of the people, either the people that talk about Joey don't know him, are bitter exes, or people that Joey has not gotten along with or spoken to for over 20 years.
Hold up,
These are the
what are
people.
we talking about in the comments? Somebody called the police for a welfare check and reported all of what?
She was talking about, if you scroll up just a little tiny bit more, her stalker started sending
Oh,
her
gotcha. Okay.
programs.
Oh, don't worry about that. Don't worry.
Yeah, I just want to
Mr.
make.
Fighters
They were
was
trying to
released
do that the other day.
9 months.
So.
I know they was.
I was in
Yeah.
that live when they were talking about, oh, call the police, call the police. I was just sitting back watching, being quiet.
But they've
My
done
my
that
parole
stuff
officer
every
done.
day. They've literally
They
been
done said
calling
they
the
ain't don't have the
police
resource.
every single day.
They are sitting over plotting on ways to get me like either unalived or
So
in jail.
stupid.
They're
That's so
plotting on it,
stupid.
like, and I
Karma
want
is such
everybody
a
to know.
bitch.
I want everybody to know if anything happens to me, point fingers.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And I said it like it point fingers.
Well, I'm watching those lives and getting those names. So,
Oh yep, point fingers.
We talked to Joey's PO, and we also talked to the parole board too. We called the parole board because he's giving information that is not public information. The
And
problem
she
with
shouldn't have
Joey,
said that. She shouldn't have never said that because I got her on recording saying that. So now he can get in trouble with her because he's sharing private information. He's not allowed to do that.
here's the other
Fucking
problem.
blank.
This
You
is a
sure
small
can.
town. This is a very small town. Joey's parole officer lives a block away from his parents, and he's also the parole officer for two of Joey's uncles, and he's not fond of Joey's uncles. So he's never met Joey a day in his life, but he automatically hated him. It doesn't help that one of his exes also called him prior to this and called the parole board pretending that she was me to try and get a no contact order put on. And we had to go through all kinds of stuff over that.
There should be a way she could catch a charge for that.
See, in the state of Washington, let me explain something to you in the state of Washington.
Be careful
Okay.
with what you say because she's trying everything. she
I'm
can.
not. Legal ways. I'm speaking as a legal aspect. When you get a restraining order on you, the perpetrator cannot have no contact with the alleged, right? Okay, or
With the victim.
Yep.
with the victim. But the victim can
Also-
have can have contact with the perpetrator without getting in trouble.
See, that's not
100%
right.
Can go in there, get the paperwork, and prove it right now.
Like
That's
she
crazy.
can literally message him and talk a bunch of crap to him, and if he responds, he goes to jail.
That's
Which he
not
She was
ignores.
sending me letters. She was sending me letters when I was in Shelton, the intake out in Washington. And she was sending me letters, and they told me, they said, she can send it to you, but you respond.
Can you not? I was just thinking the same thing. Can you not apply for a cross order?
At that time, I didn't mess with the courts like that. I just
Right.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I
don't want to
don't.
go all the way to Washington. We just want her to leave us alone. Like he wants nothing to do with her. They've been broken up for like what 5-6 years now. Like just move on. Go find something to do with your life that makes you happy. Stop
Bitter.
living in this misery and stalking your ex-husband.
Bitter exes, bitter exes.
That's what. Yeah, exactly. And then the other one that's recently been starting to come up in the panel. There's no charges. 90% of what she says about him is a lie. He admitted the thing that he did to her. He admitted it on live in front of everybody, what he did to her. And it was out of impulse, of rage, an impulsive rage moment. He admitted to it, though, and he owns it, and he takes accountability for it. But that woman was just in his DMs a year ago trying to rekindle things, and he blocked her because he was with me. Now all of a sudden you want to come out the woodworks, and it's just, he was just so horrible and so bad.
He wants that cake and eat it too.
The only thing I want to point out about that situation, I'm not going to put her name out there and say I'm not rude like that. I'm not going down her like that because she was a wonderful mom. She was a wonderful mom. She was until she signed and paid, and that was it for me. But she didn't have no right getting on there and doing that to me because I never once name-bombed her. I never once brought her up. She had no right. The rest of them, you have every right you want. You can speak your shit. That woman was the first love of my life, and she had no right doing that. I understand what I've done in my past is wrong, but all she had to do was get a hold of me. And I've apologized to her millions of times, and Rachel, you know, I'm going to go ahead and say it now. Rachel, you know I have. I've always told you I was sorry for what
You
I
done
did.
spread her name everywhere anyway. I knew it before you ever said it.
No. And people saying I don't.
You've held yourself more than accountable, Joey. I think you need to stop apologizing at this point.
Absolutely. And if people want to hear the apology, there's plenty of videos of all these things. They can go back and listen to it for themselves. You ain't got to say it
I'm
again.
sure they've got them screen recorded, shared, whatever.
I know, but it was stuff I've done back
No, I
then.
get you. I'm the same way. I'm an over apologizer, but I'm learning not to be.
I'll get there eventually because it's just hit me. Back then I didn't care. Back then you guys wouldn't. Anybody on here would not like me. I was an asshole. And now I grew up and I calmed down, and everybody wants to just They want to pick, and they just keep picking.
Don't nitpick or provoke people. I mean, and then expect no reaction. That's
They don't
different.
want it. And the only thing I did, it was not for publicity. It was nothing. I wasn't even expecting all this to happen. I just got on there. I finally got to see my sister, and I just wanted to make her a video letting me know, like, I'm here now. Like, I've been here. Like, I've been here. She let me out talking to us. Like, it's been put everywhere. Even my brothers even said it. She was not allowed around us.
Hushed to answer what you said
I've
about
been
why
there.
you. Go ahead, babe.
I've
finish.
been there for my sister. I've always been there for my sister, but I've not physically been there. Like heart, mind, and soul, I've been there. I've always asked where she was, how she was doing, if she would call. I've always asked. But I was not around with the babies. Like,
You know, I bet if you
like,
scrolled
stop
up in the
asking.
conversations, you'd find that too. Asking your mom. I guarantee if you scroll back and far, like into your messages with your mom, there's plenty of times you said you heard from Sissy, Mom. Guarantee it because of how much you asked her.
I know there would be. My mom said that they count forever. I've always asked. Everybody's putting me out there like I'm a piece of shit. To an aspect, I am.
Hush, I'm going back to what your comment said, where it said, why even bother getting an order of protection? That order of protection is not to protect her from anything because he is literally like 3,000 miles away from her. He wants nothing to do with her, no contact. That order of protection is just so that if she just feels like it, she can put him in jail. And that she's trying with every bit of her might right now to do it. I'm scrolling up. I literally seen the comment from you that said, then why bother getting a protective order?
And I want to address another comment that's going on. Everybody's like, oh, did she have conjoined twins? She wants proof that Elizabeth had conjoined twins. Nobody has proof of anything right now. That's what y'all
So
need to understand.
that Riverside Methodist thing was a lie.
Oh, I'm
Nothing
sorry,
conjoined
Hush.
twins at Riverside. I didn't know. I heard about the conjoined twins being born at Riverside Methodist Hospital because I looked at my wife. I said, I just told you that the other day. I said I remember one of them being born at Riverside. I even said it on here. I said Folgers and Riverside Methodist Hospital. I said I said that.
Yeah, but like people are asking that they want proof. Nobody's actually got physical proof of anything
Oh
right now.
no.
All right,
Hell, if you
PG-13
got that,
conversations. My 16-year-old is in the building. Everything we're saying is still good. I'm just saying
Yeah.
nothing too bad.
I mean, I'm sure everybody would like to provide everybody with all the facts because we would like to know them ourselves, but we're learning things new every day just like everybody else is. Even down
I
to
am
Joey.
too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even
Me
down
too.
to Joey, you know.
Hey,
He's
baby.
learning things as well.
Do you think the DNA will come out before any trials?
Hey, shit. Since everybody's wanting mine, all they gotta do is go. They got mine. It's on
Oh, I
file.
know it's not yours. I'm just curious if it's the mom and son, to be honest.
That's what I'm saying. I think like somebody just asked, did you think the father's family are controlling people? They seem like they are.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think they were gonna drag my sister after she had all them babies and just like I said last night. You know what I mean? I think that was what their intention. She was definitely skinnier than I've ever seen. Man.
Mama C is asking if Joey is King as the screen name. She's asking if Queen is your wife.
No.
No. No, the one in the if you see King up here with me and my dog, and the one right beside me, that's my wife.
The one with the weird letters. I had to change it so it made it a little harder for people to search for me when I made my account private. I changed my username and everything because I was trying to get this whole situation to like just go away from myself. But no matter how hard I try, internet detectives found me anyway. So Joey begged
I
me
don't
to
think
come
I
on
would
here with
share that
him.
you're his wife anymore. Don't tell people that anymore. Just let them think what they want. That's just my
That's
advice.
fine. That's fine.
I'm telling you, these people are vile. Some of them.
Well, I know they are.
Mm-hmm.
I know they are.
Oh, they are. I've heard it for myself. Like, it's bad. I never in my life thought that we
And
would become worldwide, like known worldwide.
Yeah, and Wawa, to answer your question, Gary Sr. had a baby brother die of malnutrition in 1956. Probably so, because if you think in 1956, that was Depression era, and a lot of people died from that.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, for
I mean, if
sure.
you do look
That's
into the
straight
family
facts.
dynamics of the Siders,
I'll
though,
be right
I've
back.
been reading a lot of like True Crime
I'll be right
Mama's
back.
really been kind of deep diving into the family. True Crime Mama is actually how I found out that Gary Sider Sr.'s brother Richard married his wife when she was pregnant in 14, and he was 46 years the senior.
Yeah,
Well,
they did it up good.
the wife apparently reached out to her and asked her to remove the post, and she did remove it because it's about her, but she said she got the information from public record, like she had all the details. I thankfully screenshotted it before she removed it, just because I feel like that's something that's important. It shows that that's part of what that family,
Way of
both
life for
sides did.
them. Exactly.
As uncomfortable as that
That could help Elizabeth because that shows that that's the way they believe.
I would not have removed anything that's public record because it is public record.
Yep. You can go to a census at a library of any state and look up any of that you want to know.
we promise no more Viking raids upon your kingdom.
Honestly, I think he needs to go to a nursing home.
Uh-huh.
If he's as medically complex as the world, or at least as they are saying that he is, I honestly don't know if he's even going to make it that far. The way they were
No.
making it sound is like they even worded it: if he leaves the hospital, he'll be on a GPS monitor.
I have also
Yeah.
decided
He's
But
probably
was
going
he
to end up
like
being
that
a
in the
ward of the state.
beginning? Does that make sense? Like, I know you guys don't know, but theoretically,
It's been said that he had a stroke 6 months ago, and that's why he's in the condition he's in. And he does significantly look different from pictures of when he was healthy until now. So it's very, very possible. And
I
if
think he's a
somebody's
very
that,
likely. So,
and if he's that sick, he could become a ward of the state. The state will take over mentally, sick or physically sick people that don't have family that can care for them and put them in nursing homes.
I'm just saying, do you think that, because initially I thought it was just the mom and son, but hearing that, now I'm thinking, was it dad, mom, and son
Uh-huh.
until that happened? Because the timeline kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because you got neighbors saying the house wasn't, or people coming out and saying the house wasn't in a mess like that 2 years ago. And then dad had a stroke, mom's not doing well, they can't take care of it no more. Now it's out of control.
yeah. And from what I've been told, and Joey's been told, and just even what people in the Siders family have come out online and said, is
Yep.
that Lynn wore the pants. The husband really didn't have control of the household like that. It was her that she was the matriarch of the family, so to say. Like she was. That's fine, baby. Go ahead and get out of the life. You didn't
Okay.
have to come in. I'd
That's
prefer
what
you
I
did.
thought from the get go. But I'm just, something had to have happened.
And I'm going to tell you, a lot of families, stuff like this happened after COVID. You do realize that a lot of older people got sick
That's
with that,
true.
and it had repercussions that are still carried on now, and family dynamics have changed since then. My entire family died because of COVID, not with COVID, but because of after effects in the last 5 years.
I'm so
I can
sorry.
contest to seeing it firsthand.
Yeah, I mean that's true. And like I said, I'm a healthcare worker. I won't say how I'm a healthcare worker, but just know I was working in a hospital during the peak of COVID, and when people were saying that it wasn't real,
It
it
was.
broke my heart because I was literally the one having to hold hands of people because
Yep.
their relatives couldn't be there, and it was bad. It was honestly COVID is why I stopped working in a hospital. I couldn't do it anymore. That took a huge mental toll on me. Seeing all of those people being their maker, I couldn't do it. I could not. It was so sad. Like not having enough medical equipment either, like being in a small town and not have well it's a small town, but it wasn't a small town where I was working, and they didn't have enough equipment to keep up with all of the people that were coming in and needed to be on oxygen and stuff, and it was horrible. The fact that there were literally semi trucks to hold the deceased because they couldn't fit them in the morgues.
Someone's recording my live. That's funny. I literally just told him.
Who did it?
I don't know.
Oh, you know who it is. It's who you blocked. She literally has no content.
I'm in an agency.
F
Like
you.
I'm in an agency. Like it just literally came up. My agent just came up. Geez, he said your live's being recorded at this moment. My agent just did.
Well, just to say that the live's being recorded, so we'll say this. Anything said in here is not factual, it is alleged. And also, if you are one of these true crime people that want to start drama, we will block you. We do not care. Anything you know about us is none of your business. Not everybody
It's
is
just
horrible.
theories.
Exactly.
I do also want to make another statement to anybody who is using this content with ill intentions to talk bad about us. We do not give our permission for you to use our voices or our likelihood for your content.
They do
I
not
agree with
get
that.
permission to
There you
monetize
go.
off of them either.
Yes, you do not have permission to monetize off of us.
So you should look it up because you can get sued.
Sure can.
Just want that shit right there. I bet they just got.
Katie, we will give you a chance. We just ask that you please keep things respectful.
I was gonna let her up here
Go-
because I seen
Yeah,
her.
go ahead and let her up. Welcome in, Katie.
Hey, Katie.
Oh, hey, how are you?
Good, yeah.
I'm doing really well. Thanks for, this is my first time actually on a live, so exciting. I usually never comment, or I'm not the type to usually go live and chat with people. I'm usually just a listener and a follower. But I wanted to bring up a couple points. Are we talking about the ciders, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
I wanted to double check. I was like, wait a minute. Hopefully we're talking about the same thing. So I've seen a few people's lives so far because a lot of people are going live about the ciders right now. And I've watched a few of them, and I'm noticing kind of a trend where a lot of people keep saying that, the only thing we should care about is the kids, right? Like all 4 adults need to be held to the full extent of the law, and there's no remorse for them. There's no mercy, even if they were victims, right? Even if they come from trauma and they were victims at some point in their lives, they should be held accountable. And then the next thing that a lot of people will say is, I would never, right? So what I'm hearing is a lot of people are comparing this family in particular to themselves and to normal people, right? And so that's where I'm having a difficult time. I feel like I'm kind of in the minority here, but I'm having a difficult time because a lot of people are not using critical thinking skills and not understanding what this family dynamic is, right? Like what the truth is, right? I'm from a very rural, I grew up in poverty in a very, very rural area. So I understand a lot about where these families come from, right? Because I kind of lived it too. Now, I didn't live in feces and urine, right? My parents did keep a semi-clean house, but there is a lot that goes on, a lot of trauma, a lot of generational trauma, and a lot of issues when you come from addiction, poverty in a rural area, right? It's just a different dynamic. And unless you come from that type of background, you're not going to understand it, right? There's going to be no empathy for it. You know what I mean? There's going to be no connecting to that, to have a different viewpoint. And so a lot of people are just like, oh, they should burn in hell, and, you know, they're terrible, and, you know, all the adults. And while I think some of them could definitely are predators or perpetrators of the, you know, abuse for sure, and more like a leader, I guess you could say. I think that all of them, I think it's safe to say that this is generational, and this doesn't start here, right? This goes back generations, because these type of families don't come randomly out of nowhere, right? Like, they come from their parents and their parents and their grandparents, and
It's all they know.
it's all they know. Exactly. And
They're
so
groomed, and it's all they know.
exactly. And so
You do realize that King
Yeah.
is Elizabeth's brother, correct?
Who is?
The
Yeah,
host
I'm the brother.
is Elizabeth's brother. I just wanted to make sure you're aware.
Yeah, he's Elizabeth Sider's brother, the one right above you in the box.
Yeah, that's my sister.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize.
We believe she's a victim. In our opinion, she's a victim.
Right. Okay. I didn't even know he was in here, actually. So I'm sorry. I didn't know you were in here. I just learned. Okay. I just learned about you today. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
oh, I'm sorry. See, I don't even know. I just came across your live from
You
like
came
scrolling.
to the right place. You
That
speaking
is
the
so
truth.
funny. I just came across your live from scrolling because so many people are going live right now. I didn't even realize I was in. That's so funny. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I don't see how much I don't do social media. Anyway, so I wanted to say though that having a background similar, right? Like a similar background growing up in poverty in a really rural area with a lot of addiction and trauma in my own family. And I have CPTSD, right? And so I have a very, very different understanding, like perspective from my own experience and viewpoint of Elizabeth, right? Like,
You've
and
seen
of the
families like
situation.
this, have you not? In your
Huh?
area, have you seen
Oh.
families that have multiple
Oh,
children? They have
Yep.
multiple children that have their spouses and their children. They all live in the same household. They mind their business, and you think it's normal because it's
Yep.
what happens in our area.
And you don't call the law.
Exactly.
You know what I
Say,
mean?
you
You don't
mind your
call the
damn
law.
business.
Yep, you mind your business. If you see something, now we're talking about, I'm in my 30s, right? So we're talking about, you know, I grew up in the 80s, 90s, right? So it was a different time, right, too. And so you didn't call the law, you didn't go to the doctor, you didn't do those things, you know what I mean? You just kind of figured it out at home. And you kept
Katie,
your...
I am so sorry. Please let me interrupt you for 1 second.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to say to the person named Washington FBI, I blocked you out, but I'm sure you're already in here on another fake account. Impersonating the police is against the law. I hope you enjoy them tracing your IP address. Okay, I'm so sorry, Katie. Continue.
No, I can be long-winded, so please, if anyone has anything to say, please interrupt me. But I just wanted to, I'll try to keep it short. I don't want to like take up all your time. But I wanted to say though, that I have two addict parents. So there's addiction running in my family. I'm an ex-addict, right? So I'm clean now. And so I come from a lot of trauma in my own family, and on my mom's side there is incest in my family, like, you know what I mean? And I think a lot of people don't understand that this is a lot more common than people realize, especially in these not saying that that's what's going on in this family or your family, right?
I don't want to cut you off, Joey or wifey. Tiana needs you to message her ASAP.
Okay.
I'm doing it right now. I'm actually going to drop so I can do that.
Okay. You can go ahead. But Katie, I agree with you. I come from the same area that goes through the same thing, that it would have been normal to see a wife and a husband and have a whole bunch of kids that are living with their parents, because in our area it takes two households to provide the money to live in an income to live in a home, because it's so expensive. You don't usually see the kids. A lot of times they're homeschooled.
Yep.
I mean, I've seen it. That's why I feel the way I feel. And I know some of these people that later on down the line, the wife left, and I personally know these people, and she'll tell you, that was what I was told was normal. That was the way of life then. Now she has a different life. Her kids are grown. She's married to someone else. She's happy, but she'll tell you, I was told I was intended to make babies. That was it.
Exactly. And I think that's what people are not understanding is like a lot of people keep comparing, families like Elizabeth's family to regular normal people from totally different lives and circumstances, right? Like
Absolutely.
people with money, people in more, not so rural areas, people that don't come from poverty and don't understand that. Because
They don't get it.
you're
They've
right.
never had to go through it. They've never seen it. They've never lived it.
Yep.
They've never touched it. They've never been close to it. All they
Yep.
know is they've had a comfortable life their whole life, and they didn't have to go through things like that.
Right. So a lot of people, I was in another live, I wasn't like talking or anything. I was just kind of listening, and I was in another live and I was listening, and there's a lot of people that were saying Elizabeth is guilty and she needs to be charged and she needs to be sent to prison along with the rest of them because they would find a way out. They would find a way to, protect the kids.
It's not that easy.
No, it's not.
It's
And
hard to
that's,
find a
it's
way
not.
out with one kid. Imagine how to find a way out with 16 kids.
And I also, a lot of people aren't taking into account some different dynamics here too, because I don't know, obviously I don't know this family personally. I don't know anything about, Elizabeth and her husband and is it his parents, right? His parents.
Yeah.
And so I don't know anything about them personally, but I know from my own experience, from a kind of a similar background, usually what runs in these families is mental instability, so mental health issues, right, and conditions, addiction, as well as, when you're in poverty, we all know how hard it is to get out, right? Like we all know.
You're in survival mode.
Yeah. And when you have trauma, generational trauma, which I'm guessing that's what's going on, right, is generational trauma. It's not like this is the first time this has ever happened in this family, right? Because I think, Joey, I listened to a part of your live earlier, and you were saying that you went through trauma, right? Like you went through abuse. And so obviously she did too, right? Probably.
Yes.
And so
yes, ma'am.
When you have trauma when you're a kid, that's another huge factor I wanted to point out is that people don't understand. They're not taking into account how much damage CPTSD and mental health conditions from when you're a kid that you either were born with or you developed from your environment,
I got rid of the parole officer.
How badly they affect you as an adult. It doesn't just go away. And that's what people aren't understanding is it doesn't just go away when you become an adult. You know what I mean?
And we never know.
Right.
She could have been saying, hey, I want to leave. And he'd be like, well, you'll never see your kids again.
Well, yeah.
No, I'm going to do that. I'm definitely
Again, really quick, I do want to say for all of the fake accounts coming in, if you are impersonating an officer of the law, it is against the law in every state in this country to impersonate any law official. We are going to be reporting all of your accounts. They will get your IP address and they will see who you are. Enjoy those felonies. Then we can talk about your mugshot.
Yeah, because I just got rid of another one.
Yep.
I seen the Ohio parole officer.
Yeah, Ohio
Washington
parole officer
FBI.
can sit right back.
And they're impersonating police officers. That's cool. Now
Somebody
we can
needs-
laugh about your mugshots.
Okay, never mind.
Katie, another thing too that I wanted to say, like we do.
Can I interrupt for just 1 second because I want to let Joey's wife know how to do this? Because I know you guys are new on here and it took me 10,000 years to figure it out.
Sure.
If you want to message someone you don't have to drop, click on their profile and click on their picture, and then you can message them. You'll still hear the live, but you can't speak on it. But you don't have to drop.
I was trying to, but because she wasn't following me yet and she has a private account, it wouldn't
okay.
let me do it.
Gotcha.
Okay, I followed. Sorry. I don't know. I'm like I don't really do much of social media, but yeah.
Katie, you're going to hear a lot of bad about Joey, and a lot of it might be true. Most of it's actually lies. Joey has a very bad past, but Joey had very bad mental health issues that were undiagnosed. He had a rage disorder. He has BPD. He had a lot of problems. So you're going to hear bad about him, but he's actually a really good guy, and we just ask you to just keep an open mind, get to know him for yourself, and see he is a good guy. He is in therapy. He's working at everything he is, and I do commend you on your sobriety. I
Thank
myself
Yeah.
have 12 years sobriety. I don't like to talk about that on live because that's going to be the next big joke, but you know what? I don't care.
No, it
because
doesn't-
I survived that, and I own it.
There's no joke about
Congratulations.
sobriety. Yeah,
Nope.
that's awesome, and I
That's something to
congratulate
be
you.
proud of.
Yeah, that is something to shout from the rooftops. I don't know
I
how you
just
could
got
joke
my
about somebody
5
being
years.
clean. Yeah, that's awesome. I think congrats to everybody that's clean. You know, like
In
you.
May, I
And
hit 12 years.
I want to say it's been like 15 for me. It's been right at about 15 for me. So, because I had a couple years there where I quit different things at different times because you know how hard it is to quit everything at once. So I like so I kind of have a couple years in there that I'm like,
Thank you,
I wasn't
Kaz.
really sober during that time, and it just because mine was alcohol and drugs. So either way, but yeah. So also one thing, so I heard a little bit about in the other live because I didn't hear the whole live. I guess you went live and were talking about your story, Joey,
I
and
just
I
walked
did.
her beaching.
Yeah, I didn't hear it all, but I heard a part of it, like a clip in somebody else's live that they were playing it, because I guess they had a recording of it, and so I was
Oh, I
listening
bet
to
they
it.
did.
Yeah, they did. They had a recording, and they were playing it, and everybody was sharing their opinions and how they felt and everything. And I just noticed that the majority of people in the chat were saying that, who cares about the adults? Lock them all up. And I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And I felt like I was on my own little island. I was like, wait a minute, like I'm sitting here going, no, it doesn't work like that. Like all the adults are not all perpetrators and predators and evil. Usually there's a ringleader, usually there's like, a victim in there too. And so I was like, wait a minute. And I feel strongly since the beginning that Elizabeth is absolutely a victim. She was as a child and she is now. And that's just how I feel. And I don't even need to know her to know that. Because when she ran from the family, right? She was running to get married. So we know that she was running from home. She wanted to go. It's because that's what we do when we're kids and as a woman, right? As a girl, I wanted to do the same thing. I wanted to run away from home. I ran away from home as a kid a lot. And so we want to run, we want to be rescued, right? We want someone, Prince Charming, to come along. We want to hear all the right things and have somebody save us and take care of us and love us, right? And I think that's what she did. But unfortunately, she ran from one issue at home into another whole problem, right? And then
Way bigger problem.
right. And the abuse just continued. And
Her parents did sign off on the marriage. At the end of the day, her parents signed off for her to be married.
Which is insane. I'm sorry, to me that's insane. I don't know how a parent is like,
I agree, and those are my
cool.
in-laws. I agree with you 100%. And
That's insane. Yeah, like I don't know how a parent looks at a 15-year-old girl and says, yeah, you're totally ready, like totally to go get married and have a family of your own and kids. Like, what? What?
Yeah, I try not to judge it because there are situations too. Like there's somebody here that got married at 16 years old, and it was perfectly fine. Like it's very common in that area to get married young. I don't know if you know this.
That. Yeah, I know that.
You know that Gary Siders Sr., did you know his brother Richard married his wife when she was 14 years old and pregnant, and he was 46 years her senior? Legally married her in Ohio.
Which means it was normalized for that family.
Oh no.
And on both sides. Yeah. Joey and Elizabeth's mother was married herself and had Joey at 15 years old.
Oh yeah, I'm not judging that. It probably sounded like that, but I'm not judging the getting married young. I know is really common. It's common too where I'm from.
You're like me. We talk too much. It's okay. I get accused of it all the time. I'm not saying that. They just tell me that. So you said I had to interrupt, so I'm going to interrupt. I'm the one that got married at 16. It was not normal in my family. Let me be clear.
You're like, wait. Yeah.
Wait. It wasn't normal. No, it was actually the abnormal.
Yeah.
Getting pregnant young was normal on my dad's side. And actually, you know what? I think on both sides. It doesn't matter. I'm 30 years happily married.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
That's but you know that's rare, right? Like that's super rare.
Oh, I know. I'm so
Yeah.
blessed.
Yeah. Usually when you get married young, it's usually not a good situation. You know what I mean? Like it's not a good, it's not something, my mom met my dad when my
Honey,
mom
I
was,
saw my soulmate and I was like, that's mine. I chased him for a year because he was the only person that ever broke up with me. I was like, nope, you're mine. Didn't date nobody else. I stalked him for a year. You're mine. He ain't going nowhere.
yeah. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad it worked out well. Usually, unfortunately, it doesn't. You know, like a lot of times, because like kind of what I was trying to say earlier, I wasn't judging that people get married young. I think it is. I am judging the parents. I'm not going to lie that they signed off at 15. I think she was that probably wasn't a good decision for her, you know, especially considering who she married, right? And where in her family that they were pushing so hard for it. Like, it's weird. The whole thing is just off, you know, from the beginning. But yeah, I think that I know it's pretty normal. Like my mom met my dad when she was 14 and he was right about 20, 19 or 20, you know, and then they got married and had kids and stuff. So, you know, and she was with him from then on. From 14 on, she was with him. She moved in with him and everything and moved out of her mom's house. So I know that it's like common, you know, and like pretty normal in certain areas and even back then. I guess what I'm saying is it's hard when what I mean is it's hard when you have a kid that's running from something to someone else for a savior. Does that make sense?
That makes perfect sense.
Like, because that's what we all, you know, I'm speaking as a girl, right? Like when I was a girl, that's what I fantasized and constantly thought about, daydreamed about getting married. And I was like 12, you know, like, I mean, that's just because
I wasn't. That's the opposite. See, my plans were to finish high school and go straight to the military. So to Jill in the comments, baby, I was a nurse for 15 years. I understand my brain was not fully developed. I went through a lot of trauma. Do you understand that the brain develops way faster and differently when you go through the amount of trauma that some people go through?
Oh, physically different.
At
The
16,
brain
I was
develops
like a
physically
3-year-old.
differently. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
It was my plan to join the military too,
feel
but
how
I
you
found
feel.
out I was
That's
pregnant from
okay.
my recruiter.
Yeah, no, literally, that was me.
Yeah.
I found out I was pregnant from the recruiter when I tried joining the military.
You're kidding me.
That is how I found out.
That's hilarious. Oh my god.
I was on a path.
Endometriosis and PCOS, and I was told by like 3 different doctors you'll never have children because of how bad the PCOS is and the endometriosis. And then they told me I was pregnant, and they actually gave me the option. Well, if you want, you can turn. No, this is my miracle, baby. You can get to stepping, and never looked back at the military.
Oh wow. So when you tried to join, then you found out you were pregnant when you tried to join?
So I went through all the processes. I went to MAPS. I passed everything. And then they're like, okay, you got to take the pregnancy test. And I guess it's standard for everybody to get a pregnancy test when they're joining the military. And that's how I found out I was pregnant. And
Oh my gosh. That is so funny. So they were like, they just tell you come back when you have the baby? Or what? Like, what did they say?
They told me to terminate. They told me I could terminate or I could come back at a different time, but I'd have to sign over custody of my child to somebody else if I wanted to join. I was like, no, y'all can kiss my butt.
Really?
Yeah. Oh my god. So
I live in a military town where I live now, and I know women that literally will get pregnant on purpose to not have to serve overseas or be deployed.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. I think he did get out of the hospital. Yeah. Last night.
But just remember, guys, when y'all are asking these questions, if Joey or anybody else answers them, these are alleged facts. We do not know if these are 100% true, so do not hold him accountable for something that might be told wrong.
The only thing we do know for a fact is because we've seen it in a press conference directly from, I want to say it's the prosecutor that did the press conference, Gary Sider Sr.,
he fell yesterday for something with his hearing yesterday. He went to a hearing and he fell and had a medical emergency. He was brought to the hospital in Athens, and then they determined that his condition was too serious for that hospital, transferred him out, and then today he was given a $300,000 personal recognizance bond. Because he's not medically, like, they can't do it. The county straight up said there is absolutely no way with how complex his medical
Medically
needs are.
incompetent.
They said that it would bankrupt the county if they tried to pay for his medical services in the jail.
So he's going to be on house arrest with an ankle monitor, right?
And they're going to
said
get rid of
if
him
he
as
is
fast as they can so they don't have to pay for that medical. Because anytime he's in there, my husband used to be an officer. Anytime they're in there, they're 100% responsible for all medical bills. So they're going to PR him for sure.
Exactly.
And they're going to find him somewhere to go.
They'll put him in the hospital, then they'll be gone.
Yeah, but what is he going to do when he gets out? Like, is he going to go back to that house? Like, what is he even going to do?
My husband
That house
says
is
they'll
very
leave
much
They'll put him in like a nursing facility.
My
I would
husband
imagine.
literally said they will put him in the hospital and leave him there. The hospital will have to figure out where he's got to go.
Okay.
They're more qualified for it than the police department.
They're more. He's hearing this conversation as well. He says the hospital's more qualified to find him a place to medically take care of him than the police department. They will literally turn custody over to the hospital.
Right, but I didn't know, like, do you think he has, like, family or anything, like, to go to? Or probably not?
Joey probably can speak more on that because if someone's got that severe dementia, family usually can't take care of them. So he probably knows how that works.
I honestly wouldn't
He'll
trust
probably
anybody
become
in
a
the
ward
family.
of the
I don't know
state.
if there's good seeds over there or not, but I've not found anything good about anybody on that side of the family yet.
The
I
state's
know, I see.
probably gonna put him as a ward of the state and
That's what I was
put him
thinking.
into a home.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is he's gonna be mandated to the state to like a nursing home that's like on Medicaid or something. You know what I
Yep,
mean? Like to cover.
That's usually the way
Yeah.
it works to keep from the state having to pay for anything.
Yeah.
I mean, that could be. He does have 4 daughters. I don't know how true it is, but we have been told that allegedly 3 of the daughters are not in the picture at all, and we have been told allegedly and sent video clip, which we didn't even want the video clip. Somebody sent us a video clip of one of his daughter's houses and how it looks just horrendous outside. We're like, well, we don't care about this. Like, what does her house have to do with anything? But they're saying that she's not too far off from the situation that everybody left.
Oh, really? Okay. And that's his kids?
Yes.
Yours-
And then
yours
this
is-
is all alleged, though. This is just stuff we've been told.
Yeah.
We do not know if that's true.
Yeah, that's sad. I mean, that sucks. Like, you know, and yeah, I don't know. And then a lot of people are saying, oh, he's faking it. Like all of a sudden I'm like, you can't fake blood work, right? Like when you go to the hospital and they test you for all the conditions, like that can't be faked, you know?
You can look at that man's face and see he's not faking.
He doesn't look well. He just doesn't look well.
The lights are on, but nobody's home.
Right.
Exactly.
That's part of it. Yeah. I wonder if he was always like that. Joey, did you meet him? Did you know him?
Yeah, I know Gary. I knew him.
Was he like with it? Was he like normal?
Back in the day, that's
Yeah.
how I knew him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was normal. Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
like
he was
with it, could
normal.
talk to you, have a conversation, was all good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he was a normal human being. Lynn was too. When I seen them pictures, well, I've been gone for a while. When I seen them pictures, I was like, my sister's kills me every time I see it. My sister's. I'm not even trying to make that like a boohoo statement, but that kills me.
When's the last time? Did you never go to the house? Did you never go over there to see her?
Oh, you don't know.
I was in and out of I was in and out of juvie most of my life. Like I didn't really have contact with my sister. And what I did go over a couple times. I did. I've had to force myself in one time.
But this is going back 15 years. 15 years.
Yeah,
Oh, a
15
long
years.
time ago? Okay.
Yeah, there ain't nothing really. I ain't seen my sister pass it. I was coming back from Georgia, going back to Columbus, Ohio, and I passed through, and I was going to pay for her water to get delivered up there, and they just wanted the money, and I just told them no. Period. I said I will pay for it, but they wanted money. But I that day was the last day I seen my sister.
When was that?
2008.
Oh, really? It's been that long? Yeah.
Elizabeth
Yeah, I have not.
didn't have any
I-
contact with anyone
anything,
in her family.
anything past 2008, I cannot answer for you, and I'm not going to sit here and try that because
No. Yeah, it's fine. No, I'm not like, I'm just asking because I just don't. That's what I'm curious about is like why nobody of Elizabeth's that like her friends or family, like nobody. I mean, I know I understand the circumstance that when people are kind of like isolated like that for a reason, right? And there's a lot going on, then they don't really invite people over, right? They're not having birthday parties. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, but nobody like was like, hey, can I come over? Like, hey, can I come see you? Or
No one
anything?
had a way to contact her.
Oh, she didn't have a phone?
No, she literally completely went off grid. They didn't know where to find her, how to contact her. The only way Elizabeth's side of the family heard anything about Elizabeth was through Gary Siders Jr.'s sister Linda. She would give updates to the family. But there was absolutely zero contact whatsoever with her side of the family.
Okay.
The first time my mom seen her, because I called all the time and asked her, I said that a lot. But the first time my mom seen my sister, I was in prison in Ross County in Ohio, and my mom's like, you ain't gonna believe who's here, and my sister had come, and the only thing my sister ever said in that whole conversation when I was on that phone
Yeah.
was, Mom, please don't take no pictures of me, because Mom was wanting some pictures of me.
Oh, and she
That was the only thing.
did she look the same
the
as
only
what she
thing.
does now? Like, did she look a little rough or something and she just didn't want her picture taken?
I
No,
took care of it. Is that person bad, guys? Like, they've been in here all night.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I was, like I said, I was on a prison phone call. I couldn't tell you. But he did
Yes,
mostly
I'm
talk.
getting rid of
Or
some of
Ellie,
them.
whatever she wants to call herself.
I'm
I
getting
already
rid of
have her
some of
blocked,
them. I'm going through
so
them all right now.
I can't do anything.
I'm
Hopefully
working on
nobody's
it.
tearing me apart being like, God, she talks a lot. No.
That's
No,
a
you're
person
fine.
that
The problem is right
she
now,
just wants
Katie,
content.
is because
It's
Joey's
late at
record has
night, and
come
this is when
out.
they creep in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Because Joey's record
somebody
is
muted
out.
her, but I blocked her.
Oh, I thought I muted and blocked her. I
No.
usually block
Who?
first and mute so the comments go away. For the one that's for LLIE, I don't even know what
Yeah,
that's
I just got rid of her.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
I'm working on it now.
The guy run behind my car.
What are they saying?
Many things. I'm going through and looking at their pages. If they're content creators, they're gone.
Oh, right. Okay.
We have a
And
lot of
some
friends
of
though
us
that
know
are
just from
content
like
creators
listening
that do
last
Exactly.
night.
we
Like
do have a lot of
I was in
content
Ivory's
creators
last night,
women
so
that
I
we're
know a
friends
lot of
with.
these names.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've been
okay.
watching a lot of these girls talk crap. I've been watching a lot of these on other cases multiple times that will take and
If
edit
you
cuts.
know they're
Yeah.
no good, please by all means get
I'm
rid of them.
working on
There
that
are a
right
lot
now.
that we are friends
Joey's
with.
not everybody's content. Go find something else to talk about.
Yeah, people are literally monetizing off of Joey's life. And
I believe
Joey, like I
Stinky's
said, he
gone.
has a bad record, and they are trying to make a complete spectacle about him. It's not about the kids. It's not about Elizabeth or the Siders. It's about Joey and Joey's wrongs and what he's
Yes.
done in his life. But Joey
Oh,
has
sure.
been trying really hard to make a better life for himself.
Yes, Mama C. I seen where you said Stinky. I'm watching what you're saying. So if I see you, if I
Well,
see Mama C respond with something like that, or somebody in this chat, that everybody, if you know that that's them, ask them, do they want to talk if they're not saying anything? That way I can grab them and they can be
Stinky
gone.
has been
Said
in
I
here
was a mod.
every day.
I blocked Stinky,
Actually,
but Stinky's still here, so I don't know. Stinky has one follower.
Stinky
you talking
has
about
been
Stinky
in here
Jones?
every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Keep him. No, keep that one. Keep
Keep
that
Oh,
it.
one. Mark my words. Keep that one.
okay.
well, so there's another live going on tonight, and it had like literally like 350 people in there or more. And I was like, I'm telling you guys, I wish one of you were in there to see it. Like, I didn't even know when I scrolled on your live, it was like kind of fate situation that I ended up scrolling on your live because I've never gone live before. I've never asked to speak before. but I just was like, oh my gosh, I have to say this because so many people in this other live, I was by myself, like I made a few comments in a live, like typing, and I just said, wait, like nobody is taking into consideration the circumstances. Like nobody's actually understanding what
They
the
don't
reality
care.
is.
They truly don't care. So the biggest problem with what's going on with this situation right now is you have people that have formed personal opinions on it, and that is their truth. They don't care what comes out. You could literally show them concrete proof that they're wrong, and they're not wrong in their minds.
Right.
They are just, they have their strong opinions. Like these same people that we've been talking about that are trolling us bad and literally doxing us and trying to ruin our lives right now.
Yeah.
These same people think that Elizabeth is not a victim at all, that she's 100% at fault. They think like everything is just really cut and dry.
That's so yeah, exactly. You're exactly right. That's what people, I call it willful ignorance. You know what I mean? Like people that just they don't care and they don't want to know the details, right? They just are going to have an opinion and that's it and that's all. You know what I mean? It's black and white for them. And
Yes.
that's
Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah, exactly. They're willfully ignorant, right? And their ignorance is bliss and they don't care. And to me that's just like uneducated because like I'm over here like there's no way. Because I know, just like you said, it's the exact opposite of that. It's not black and white. It's complex, right? We all know that. We all know that this case and so many like it, like the Turpentines or whatever their name was, Terpenes or whatever was their name. Yeah. So like all these cases, they're complex. It's complex, right? There's a lot of dynamics involved. It's not like this person's guilty and that's it, and they were evil and that's it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And I mean, we've already had proof given to us, like concrete proof, that in the press conferences, they spoke lies. They said that the oldest child couldn't speak or write her own name. We have proof that that's not true. Right. I mean, we have YouTube videos of the kids speaking and playing. We have TikTok videos of the kids walking around outside where people are stalking these children so much in their social media accounts that they have literally taken a small little picture where one of the children showed just a piece of like a building and it was like an electric pole or something. And they somehow managed to find the exact location of where that light pole was. I was like, are you people kidding me? Like, why are we stalking children? Why are we deep diving on children? These are kids. You want to look into the adults, but why are we digging into children?
Well, it's really, I think, it's a couple things really. People are just like obsessed and nosy, and they're bored. And the other thing is, content creators don't have anything to talk about right now because no facts are coming out in the courtroom, right? So like they don't have anything to talk about. You know what I mean? They're trying to make content on this case and they have nothing to say.
That's why I'm warning you. You're going to hear horrible about Joey because he's the main talk of everything right now because they don't have anything to add. They don't have anything new. It's either speculation or let's find a way to get Joey locked up.
Yep, they don't have anything. They don't have anything about the case because, and again, this is going to be real painful for some of these content creators because some of them are blowing up right now over, going live and sharing so much about this case, but they have really no details to give, at least about Elizabeth and Gary and then the parents and the children because everything's so, like locked up, right? And like private. And then also you're talking about somebody mentioned today
Leslie Moore said someone's got you streaming with 650 viewers.
Then go ahead and tell them.
Can you please let us know who that is that's streaming this? Because we do not authorize anybody to be streaming this live. We do not authorize anyone to monetize off of our content, off of our voices, off of our likelihood. We do not authorize a single person to have anything to do with this live with ill intentions.
It's illegal. You can be sued.
Hi.
So if you could please give me the name of that live.
Oh, I know who
And
it
if you're
is.
coming up here with a picture and you only got so many friends and you're like, who's Joey? Yeah, we're not stupid.
I mean, they got a decent amount of friends. I just looked at that one. Or no, never mind. It's 304. I looked at the
Yeah.
wrong one.
Yeah, but the person that said that that person was doing it, if you're not willing to give up who is doing it, then you don't need to be here.
See, that's the thing, though. People are coming
Leslie.
here from that live.
Leslie Moore, 2009. Please
Okay.
let us know who that
Still
was.
say the name.
I need you, if possible, to go back to that live and
Or at
figure
least
out
message
the
it
creator.
to the person that was just
Screenshot it,
speaking.
send it to somebody.
Well, I didn't even think about that. They're probably going to have everything I'm saying too. Oh well.
Who cares?
Oh,
Oh, they
and
do it
I'm
all the
sorry
time.
for that.
Let them know
I'm
that
not
we're
even
not
a
as
creator,
ignorant as
but
they think we are.
Katie, I'm not a creator, and you would not believe I've not even been on this side for barely a month.
Oh, she said they're not streaming his live. They're just talking about him.
Yeah, they're just okay. Okay.
When ain't that going
No,
on? That's
let-
Oh yeah,
24/7.
that's everybody. Everybody's talking
She
about
waits.
Joey right now.
No, Leslie said it showed up on her For You page.
Yep.
Leslie is a he because I already looked.
We don't mind
And there's
Phoenix talking about
650
it. We've
people
talked
in
to
the
Phoenix
live.
ourselves. We've given Phoenix our truth. We hope that she knows Joey enough to know.
I wouldn't have trusted her just a minute.
Everything I've said so far, I stand 10 toes down on because I'm
Exactly.
speaking about
Hey, Kayla.
the truth.
I don't have
You know,
anything
I'm
to
speaking
hide.
the truth, right? I'm speaking
But
about where
their
I come
kids
from.
have been threatened, and that's not okay. That's where I draw the line.
Yeah. Definitely.
I mean, I'm speaking from experience too, from like a background that's kind of like somewhat similar, right? So I can understand a lot more
No,
in
I
depth
love you,
about.
Katie. Like,
Well, it's just because I get it, you know. And someone, you know what also kind of tipped me off too was somebody said in the other live, right? Someone was saying,
do you know who that was?
I think,
Because
you
they
know,
need to know.
I wish I knew their name. I want to say
Hey.
it
I'm
was
bad
a
about that
girl.
too. I can't.
I'm gonna drop out for a few minutes and go take a look around, take a stroll
Okay.
on TikTok for a
Yeah, I
minute,
think you
He
might
had
need
like,
to.
and I will be back
Thank you.
in just a few minutes.
Sounds good, Cassie. We'll see you here in a little bit.
Yes, ma'am. Sounds good.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Leslie's bio says sister in it.
I actually have to
think she's
message
a
Cassie
female.
after this too because I have a question for
Doesn't want
her.
to misgender. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I may have misgendered. If I did, I apologize.
Babe, don't let me forget to message Cassie because I do have a question because something was brought to my attention earlier and I want to see if she's the name that was being mentioned.
I did.
Okay.
My apologies, Leslie, for misgendering. I actually clicked on the wrong.
Phoenix.
I clicked on the
Phoenix
wrong
is
person.
okay. Joey has talked to Phoenix a whole lot.
I
Joey
sat
has
on.
actually been a guest in her box a few times.
I sat on a live with her for almost 3-4 hours. Anyway, it was one morning. I just couldn't sleep. I went out there and got on live with her, and her talked for a while. She's all right. She's a good people.
yeah.
We just hope that. So the biggest problem with a lot of these content creators and a lot of these people that go live is they're really nice to your face. But then
Exactly. And then when you're not in their live anymore, they're going to talk shit. You don't get it.
Because they're trying to get
And I feel like I can trust her with this situation when it comes to Joey, just because she's gotten his side of it and she knows his truth. Nobody is going to come on this app and literally be in tears talking about the abuse that they went through and talk about being SA'd and everything if it's not true. And if you're going to sit there and laugh at him and call it the Boohoo Live and say he's lying about being abused and lying about being SA'd, then that just shows what kind of horrible human being you are.
Well, people, yeah.
I
honestly
it showed up on Leslie's For You page. She's looking for it to see if she can find it again.
I don't know if she's still on right now, but it was about like a half hour ago or so. I was in a live and there was like 350, 360 people in there. And it was a girl. It was a woman. I don't know her name or remember the username because it was the first time I came across it.
If I had to guess, it's Kayla.
Yeah, there's two of them going against.
She looks kind of young. She looks like maybe she was in her 20s or 30s. So,
yeah, a lot with these filters.
We're not really giving any tea. We're literally just discussing like random facts about it. We're answering random questions, but we're not giving any tea.
No, we literally have been just sitting here listening to Katie.
I know.
Be able to relate.
Sorry, I'm yapped fest over here.
No, you're fine.
I'm not complaining, Katie. Please don't take it that way.
Because it is nice. It's refreshing.
It is
for
making
other
it
people that are
people
just-
that don't get it get it.
Oh, I get it. I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh
get
yeah.
it.
I'm glad you popped in.
Yeah,
That's
me
about
too.
that.
It's so funny. I didn't know it was your live. Here I am talking for like 10 minutes, and then you're like, by the way, it's my live, and I'm here, and I'm like, oh my god. So funny.
Nah,
Like I had no
Nina's life
idea.
are not
I
like
just
that.
happened to like go in a live, and I seen you can do the plus sign, and I'd never seen that before, and I'm not great at like social media. So because I don't really use it or do it very often, and I don't really post anything. But I seen the plus sign, and I was like, oh my god! I was like, I wanna say something because I'm frustrated about the live I was in earlier. That I was like, I felt like I was all alone, you know. And I was like, wait a minute, like no, you guys have to understand, like when you combine generational trauma and mental health conditions, and on top of that, poverty, that's what you get. You know what I mean? And people don't get that. They don't understand it, you know, unless you've lived it, right? And so, and not saying that that's always what you're going to get, but it's not pretty, right? It's complex and it's like complicated, you know?
Yeah. Definitely do.
Something they said too about you, Joey, is when they were playing your recording of, I guess, when you went live and you were telling about your story. You and your wife were telling about your story. I was listening to it, and there's a couple things that I completely related to you about as well, and that was what kind of frustrating for me. Was I also have BPD? So I noticed you mentioned in a live that you have BPD, and Brittany, I think you mentioned it, right? Or something. I think.
Well, Brittany is an ex-wife.
Oh,
But
sorry.
he does.
I'm sorry.
He
What's
does.
your name? What's
My
your name?
name's-
I don't.
My name is Nikki, but he does. He has BPD really bad, and
Okay.
he has an explosive rage disorder.
Okay, you were the one say. Sorry, Nikki. My bad. I didn't mean to call you
You're
Brittany.
fine. I try
but-
not to talk a lot in the lives, but the thing is Joey wants me to. I honestly don't want to be in the lives because of all of the horrible attention we're getting. Like, I literally get threatened to be on a live on a daily basis because of this.
That's insane. People are dumb. People are stupid. That's crazy. Like I don't know why people are so dramatic. Yeah. So like, people are so dramatic.
Can
Literally.
you bring Beechin back up?
Yeah.
I'm not allowing
sorry.
you to invite people. Unless that's what that
Hold
button
on. She's got to do it again. How can I do it?
Amber,
There.
if I went live last night, I don't even think I went
she's
live
up.
last night. So, can you explain?
Huh?
Oh, you were in our live last night, Beechin.
Yeah,
I
she
didn't
said,
hear
I
you.
think I was in the beach person's live last night. I don't remember
Royal
going
the
live.
boxer. PBD is trauma as a child. DBT helps. I'm a therapist.
Yeah.
Yeah, BPD is the worst thing because it's literally caused by trauma.
It's literal hell. When I tell you it's literal hell, it will make a person's life. There's a very high suicidal rate with BPD for a reason. Because it is very, very difficult to live
But
with.
we're
It's
not
very
friends,
hard.
Amber. So I'm sorry. I'm trying to protect them because I know the attacks that I've been going through.
What?
Oh, we are getting dragged because I'm glad you understand BPD, Katie, because people don't understand it and they just automatically jump to Joey's a monster. He's this horrible person.
Yeah.
He had BPD that was undiagnosed and untreated, and he went his entire life.
The girl
Just-
named-
Joey was beat on and bullied between school, at home, his entire life until he finally got to that point where he started fighting back. And then once he started fighting back, his whole life was fight or flight from that moment.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
read that.
Well,
That's why I
in BPD, like they kind of don't. So, what? Like I've heard horrible things about people. When people talk about people with BPD, they absolutely think we're the most evil, horrible people on the planet, right? And it's so funny because I'm like super empathetic and I'm actually like really loving and caring and kind, right? And so I'm like, what do you mean?
Yes, that's Joey too. Joey is one of the most amazing people you will ever meet in your life. He is the most loving, kind person. Anybody that's actually friends with him will tell you that. It's just,
Joey can literally, before he was treated, now that he's in therapy and stuff, it's a lot better. But before he was treated, Joey could literally just be sitting there and everything could be going fine. And then something hits him in his head. Something triggers. And he's just mad. He's super angry.
Yeah.
And he doesn't know why he's angry. He's just really mad.
Yeah. Well, it's called like emotional flashback. It's something that like you don't necessarily need a big trigger, right? You don't need something dramatic to trigger an event or an episode or a rage, right? It's something that it's a memory. Right, Joey? It's like a memory can happen,
Yes.
or something can remind you of something else. Like, say somebody's talking to you about their drama, right? Say one of your buddies comes over and they're like, "Oh my gosh, that my girlfriend did and she did this and she did that to me and my mom did this," and they're talking about their bad day, and it can remind you of a memory. It can remind you of something about your own mom or your own dad or your own childhood. And then it just like kind of can spiral from there. It doesn't need to be dramatic to trigger something.
Yes,
And
I mean,
so-
the
No.
nightmares that he still has on almost a daily basis. He wakes up screaming. He wakes up shaking. He wakes up crying. He wakes up sweating really bad. Like, he has horrendous terrors.
It's yep, and it's like yeah, BPD is really misunderstood, and it has a lot of it has a lot of similarities and kind of it like crosses over a lot with CPTSD, complex PTSD, and it's something that I have complex PTSD as well, but it's something that
I do too. I was first diagnosed with BPD and then got to a different psychiatrist, and they were like, "Yeah, no," because BPD, the main difference. I know a lot about mental health, guys. I have a psychology degree. I've been in therapy for like 20 years. And I encourage it. I think everybody on this planet should be in therapy, unless you had like
Me too.
my husband's childhood.
hard agree.
But
Everybody needs to be in therapy. Yeah.
there's not a lot that you can do to treat BPD. That's a hard one. It really is. But the biggest outlier is if someone pushes you away or doesn't love you back, basically. Do you go to extremes to keep them? If you don't have BPD. So don't let anyone tell you that.
Well, it's a fear of rejection.
Hey, can I admit something to you? When I used to get mad at my
You're the
wives,
host.
when I used to get mad at my wives and stuff, I would hate to try. They would try to go past me, and I would not let them go. Like I would not. Like I wouldn't. I'd be like, "No, you're not going nowhere." I couldn't. No, I couldn't let them go out the room.
You legit have it.
I'm a,
That's
Yeah.
trauma.
And then
I'm
the
so,
fear of
I'm
rejection.
so sorry
that-
for you.
That's very big with Joey, the fear of rejection. And like when me and him argue, like, it
Don't
could be a
leave.
small argument. He like.
But is
he
it
won't.
just with
Yeah.
Okay, but so now I told my
Yeah.
psychiatrist I'm the same way with my husband.
Yeah.
But I'm not like that with friendships. Do you have that issue with friendships? Is it just your wife?
with friendships, I don't have a problem with because I don't like people like that. So I have abandonment. I have to be around my wife and daughter. That's where
I
my
do have
safe zone
abandonment
is.
issues, but BPD is really, really funky
Honestly,
to play with. If it's only with your wife, I'm going to say, just from my personal experience, and I'm not a doctor, I don't know that I would accept them diagnosing me with that, if that makes sense.
Here's my thing, and just from the outsider looking in, with Joey, when it comes to friendships, he doesn't have a whole lot of them because he's very, very isolated. But the friendships that he does have, he does cling on to them a lot, and he doesn't want to lose them. Like, for example, the one that's next to me in the other box, like he would lose it if he lost her. And same thing with his family. Even though they put him through all that hell, even though it was constant rejection, he would still fight and fight and fight and fight for that relationship.
Gotcha.
Even today, he was talking to his brother, like, why can't you just tell the truth? Like, why don't I matter? Why doesn't what I went through matter? Why is it have to be swept under a rug and make me look bad?
You're right.
Even with his mom, he went through a lot of stuff with his mom when we went to go visit.
We bought them a ton of groceries. We paid for all the groceries. We paid for all the meals and cooked meals while we were there. Everything. It was constantly trying to impress and make everybody happy around him.
Yep.
And he loses it if somebody that's close to him. But the thing is Joey doesn't have a whole lot close to him because of that isolation.
That's
It's
classic
almost like
ones.
there's like an
Yeah, no.
antisocial aspect there a little bit too,
Yeah.
in a sense. Like
Because
online,
he has to recharge.
yeah, online he's okay talking to people, but in person, not so much. He's very shy, very timid.
Well, I have to mention
I'm
too,
just sorry,
Royal
Joey, because
Doctor
that's
was right in
so
the
hard.
comments. It's fear of abandonment. I said fear of rejection because I was thinking of rejection sensitivity dysphoria, but it is fear of abandonment. So in the MDS, which is like the psychology, basically like, diagnostic like folder, right? When it comes to BPD, there's 9 main basic traits of BPD. And what you're talking about, Beechin, right? You were the one talking about it. What you're talking about, the fear of abandonment, they usually try to look for that as one of the main issues in people to diagnose them with BPD. But what's funny is I actually have every single one kind of accept that. I always felt like that was not something I really felt like I connected with as much as all the other ones. I connected with everything on the list except the fear of abandonment. I was like, oh, I don't have a fear of abandonment. I can walk
Oh, I
away.
do.
I can walk away cold.
That was the only
right.
one I connected with. I didn't have like the rest of them.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, I can walk away cold as ice, like to anybody tomorrow within a snap of the
Yeah,
fingers.
I can't. I'm loyal to a stupid fault.
Yeah. Well, but then I started thinking about it, and Nikki, you said earlier that he like, I don't want to talk about him like here, Joey, like you were, a people pleaser, right? And so like
Yeah.
you wanted to please everybody around you. You wanted so bad for your family and people around you's acceptance, right? And that's exactly
It was
what
so
I went through. Yeah.
it was so bad that I would go to a Kmart and stuff and steal CDs for him just to make them friends. You know.
Yep. I understand. And the only time when I had a little bit of money, not like money, but I had a little bit of money one time, and people started finding out that I had a little bit of money, and it wasn't a lot, but it was, more. I'm from poverty. I lived in shelters. I've lived in government housing. Right. I've been poor a lot of my life, and so
Good night, Mama.
So yeah, I would do the same thing. I would take my friends out to dinners, and they didn't give a shit about me. They weren't my friends, but I would pay for their dinners, and I would pay for them to go shopping with me, and I would buy them things, and I would do whatever they wanted me to do and take them places and let them borrow my car. And even though they were dealing drugs and they were going to make my car hot, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't care because I just wanted so badly to be accepted and liked and belong, just like you,
Acceptance.
right?
Acceptance. Yep. Acceptance.
And even people that have left his life, that have done him really wrong, and that have been gone for long periods of time, he still feels a hold to those people. Like, for example, I'm sorry, I'm going to bring this person up, babe, and I'm sorry, I'm going to call you out on this. The one ex, not the ex-wife with the restraining order, but the one ex that recently decided to join the lynch mob. That one, he had to block her because he still has that attachment.
Oh.
So I genuinely cannot hate anyone. I can block people on this app. I've just now learned to be able to do that and be okay with it because but I don't think it was a mental thing. I think it was just the way I was raised.
Okay.
Wait, did you guys just hear that rubbing real hard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Joey rubbing his hands together when he gets nervous.
Shut up! Don't.
No,
Don't
babe.
do that.
No, it's okay.
No, it just sounded like you were trying to start a fire over there.
Like he has
Yeah,
Joey has
Yeah, I get
tics.
excited. I get real excited.
He gets
and I gotta do that.
overstimulated and he does that. Like that's one of his trigger. Like,
And I
And
have
I'm not-
ADHD. Like, do people not realize that ADHD is a huge factor. Like emotional regulation is really hard when you have ADHD. I didn't get diagnosed until I was 40.
I'm waiting on my testing, and I'm in my 30s. You know, like I'm waiting on my testing
I
for
promise you,
ADHD.
if you have it, the first day you take your medication, you're going to be like, what?
Well, they
People
think
don't
I
have
already
these
have it.
constant thoughts.
They think I already have it. They kind of know. Like I'm like a walking billboard for freaking ADHD. You know, like you meet me for 5 minutes and you're be like, oh yeah, like she said,
Oh,
she's
there's a
terrible.
whole fake account out there that what is it called? Bareback Landon that's making fun of me and has videos. I have them all blocked about
Did you see
having
the one
mental
that came
health
in here
issues.
earlier? Joey's 9 toes because Joey's missing a
Oh
toe.
no!
There's one.
So this was the.
Oh,
I don't care if people make fun of me, but mental health is not a joke.
it's not a joke.
So
It's really
when
not.
they're like, she needs mental help, honey, I'm very honest. I have anxiety disorder. I have panic disorder. I probably have 39, 40 things listed,
Yeah,
but I do the work.
yeah.
I don't play victim
Aria,
to it.
Raya. Do you know Araya? I don't know. No, not really.
I don't know. I don't know.
No, that I don't know.
I'm sorry I called
Oh,
you
what's
out
up?
on it, but I just want people to understand. Like, we have people in here right now that fully understand mental health, and it is
I
so
don't.
nice talking to people that get
It
it.
is.
Yeah. And the
I
thing is,
know.
like, I don't know you guys, right, in real life. I don't know who you are and what you're about and your background and
But
your life.
social media is real life now, so I'm so sick of people acting like it's not.
Yeah. No, it
They
is.
they're,
But
they're like, oh, it's just social media. Quit taking it so serious.
no,
No,
no, no,
stop
no.
hurting my feelings.
Yeah.
Stop coming for me. Stop coming for
I
my
have
kids.
some.
Don't come for my dogs. Don't come for my family. No, no,
No, no,
it's
no.
not
It
okay.
is real life. But I'm talking about, like, I don't know them in person,
No, I know
right?
what you
This is
mean. I
different.
do what
Yeah,
you
yeah,
mean.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
So, yeah, I don't know somebody in person, right? Social media is definitely real. We're all real on here for sure. But you know, like not being friends with, Nikki and Joey and everything and not knowing them in real life and everything. I can't speak on anything about that because we don't know each other and we're not friends in real life in person anyway. But I can say I at least wanted to speak my piece because I feel like I was being shoved off in kind of like on my own island and not heard in the other live that was kind of blowing up tonight. And I was like, wait a minute. And I was trying to interject like in the comments, like, hey, you don't get it. Hey, this
You're
is
getting
what,
a follow from me because you're my brain.
yeah. I was like, hey, this is what comes from, generational trauma plus mental health conditions plus poverty. Like this is like when it's a perfect storm.
And
That's
when
what
you
I
break
call it.
out of it, it's like,
It's a perfect storm for
and you
something
look
like
back,
this.
you're like, oh,
Yeah.
but you
These
don't
people
know
don't
it
want to
until
hear
you.
that, though. Like, even with Elizabeth, I try and explain battered woman syndrome and Stockholm syndrome and all the different things that it could be. And people are like, no, that's not it. She's horrible. She's this horrible monster. She hurt her children.
No,
She needs the maximum penalty. Like,
I know.
people don't understand mental illness,
They
and like
don't.
they don't understand anything generational. Like, their lives are perfect, and they live in their
Must be
perfect house
nice.
with their perfect lives, and they don't understand anything.
Well,
I
and
saw a meme
trauma.
the other day that said, if my 16-year-old self knew my kids at 16-year-old, I would think they had a perfect, well off, rich life
Yes,
because that was my goal and I achieved it.
Yeah.
yes, ma'am. Same here, and that's why when
And
I
that's
talk
all
about
that matters.
how spoiled she is,
But for Elizabeth,
Catherine, let me
somebody in the
see.
comments is talking about they went to high school until 11th grade with Elizabeth. I'm sorry. That
Okay,
must
so
What?
be a
it's
lie.
Phoenix's live, guys.
Elizabeth didn't go to high school until 11th grade, so whoever said that was lying to you, love.
It's Phoenix's live that all this stuff is going on. You got a girl named Rhea on Phoenix's live that's claiming to be friends with her and bad mouthing Joey.
I
And
told
That
you.
girl,
I
Phoenix
that girl
told
does
you,
is
seem to be
Joey.
taking up for him, though. She is telling
Oh,
him that,
she
hey,
is okay.
she is. And she's like,
Okay.
he deserves to speak his piece and support his sister. But you got a girl named Jenny and a girl named Rhea that are going on all these
I
different
don't know
lives
either one of
stating that
them.
they're her friends.
so, and that's a lie because Elizabeth was not even in school till she was in 11th grade. Elizabeth dropped out of school when she got married and had children.
So that person
Yeah.
is lying.
He's telling everybody she didn't get pregnant. She went to the 11th grade and
Yeah, look
she
at
had a
the
baby
chat.
at
The
13
chat.
that lived
What?
with his baby daddy. And
At 13 and
Now I went
14,
to
and then your oldest neighbor, and that the child before lives with your father, with their
with his
father.
father is what she's saying.
There
Yes.
was no child before. This girl is completely lying through her teeth.
They're saying it's a boy. He lives with the baby's daddy, and she had it when she was 13.
Let
And
me look
yeah.
at the
Oh,
profile.
I've heard that rumor. A lot of people are talking about that she had a
Yes.
baby at 13 with somebody else.
It's
That
on
wasn't
Phoenix's
true.
live. I don't know her name.
That
Y'all know
actually,
Phoenix's name? Tiana
yes.
wants it.
You know what? Oh, I can't go in on my backup.
Joey, she's friends with you. Like,
Just be careful.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna.
Is that true? Did she have a baby at 13 with somebody else?
no.
Okay, she didn't. So that's a rumor going around. Okay. Because a lot of people are saying that. Like a lot of
there's
people have
tons
said
of
that.
rumors. Do people
Because
not
of
know how to
Joey.
fact check? If you're gonna say something, bring receipts.
And it's the
Otherwise,
Rhea. It's
shut
the
up.
Rhea friend that's going on all these lives that's saying that. The Rhea girl.
Oh, okay.
I don't know her.
Here's the thing,
I don't know
though.
her.
I got her
The
name.
thing
I got a
is
picture
the
of her
13.
profile.
The
Thank
13
you.
came from Joey. That is the problem. The 13 came from
Oh,
Joey.
okay.
The day after they were all arrested, everything was still fresh. Tensions were high. Joey was very anxious. His mind was racing a million miles an hour, and he got into a live that had like hundreds and hundreds of people. He was
Oh,
extremely
no.
nervous, and they were asking questions, and he got her age wrong, and he said 13.
Yeah.
And then he's corrected himself over 100 times, saying, no, 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 it was 14. I got the age wrong. Like, I'm sorry, that was my mistake, but people are still running with that. People are saying that Joey's oldest son, Tyler, is Elizabeth's child, and that's probably one of the people trying to say it. That woman is trying to get her 5
Yeah,
minutes.
whoever blocked her, good call. Because she was friends with you, Joey. So I wasn't gonna do it, but
Well,
Who?
okay, so
Who was
I
it?
guess I'm trying to understand Elizabeth. So she
WEHNONA.
H what? Cuz still in here? Hey, cuz.
Do you spell that again?
Which one is it? I don't see that. I want to go be nosy. I love my little cousin. I'm over to death.
so Elizabeth was with Gary for like a while and got pregnant before she got married to him.
What is it?
That's your story to tell. Babe, I'm going to be right back. I'm running over to Phoenix real quick.
Yeah, I think you
What
should.
happened now? What happened?
So Elizabeth was like dating.
She got
Gary
shut
for,
down
like,
for
a month,
talking
and
crap.
got
Okay.
pregnant, and then she got married to him.
Yeah.
Okay, so she got pregnant at 14, and then when she turned 15, they went and got married, and then she had the baby a couple months later or something like that.
There we go. There we go. Someone got it. I don't have to say nothing.
Joey, you need to look in the comments. I hate your wife. Just let, or one of the mods, like,
Who? Someone said they hate my wife.
no, one of the mods.
Oh.
Look at
I was like,
Waynona
yeah, Waynona. Yeah, she said Elizabeth
in the
always
other
got
rooms
pulled
for
in.
testing and got an easier. But what you said before,
That
then
is what
you
that
said
girl
you
is
said that
in
she was in
Phoenix's
11.
room.
You went to school with her in 11th grade. He's already said that's not true.
Yeah.
And
There's no way in hell. No
When
way
did
in
she
hell.
drop out of school?
She was pregnant with her kids. She lasted. Even Casey even confirmed this. Even though we're fighting, he confirmed she dropped out in 9th grade. Everybody
Ninth
has
grade.
confirmed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's just telling y'all what's being said in the other thing because that's exactly what I'm hearing too.
Oh,
She said that Elizabeth got pulled out of classes
you
during
gotta be
testing because she was
clearer
in
because
special
I
you gotta
ed
be
and all
clear.
kinds of stuff.
Yeah, that wasn't clear at all.
And I was like, what? What? I was like,
It sounds like
I'm
it's
like,
coming
I'm
straight
with
from her
Jenny.
mouth.
I'm like,
Yeah.
she's a snake, not a friend, because I'm telling you, you don't know.
Goodbye, B, by the way.
Okay, so she was, because you're in freshman year, you're 14, around 14.
yeah.
But
So that makes sense.
Waynona, I'm not being mean, but you have to like say they are saying.
Because it sounds like it's coming from her. I know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. I was
funny.
like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I was like, whoa.
I mean, she did say in one, though, she said, says Elizabeth went, so her first word was says. So she was probably trying to relay stuff as she hears it from the other live. That's
Yeah, I got you.
I
I
got
appreciate
you.
it,
Okay.
Debbie. I really
My
do.
apologies,
Hey,
and I apologize
Yep.
for saying your name wrong. I'm sure I did. Waiting on it. Thank you for relaying the information.
Yeah, if you read another one of her comments that said that Elizabeth, so she keeps saying said.
I must have
Yeah.
missed it. I'm so sorry.
I screen recorded and got all those profiles, by the way.
Did you find the live that I was talking
Appreciate
about?
it.
I
found
gotta
it.
like
Phoenix
delete
is
some of
live.
my screen records at this point.
Did you guys find the live I was talking about?
Yeah, it's Phoenix is live.
And she has like 300 people in there.
There were like 600 people in there earlier.
Oh, it's a lot of people.
Rhea is the one saying that way now.
Rhea is the one saying it. Yes.
Okay. I got
Rhea
you.
and a girl named Jen Love, and I've got both of their profiles.
Either one of those are.
Yeah, it was just disheartening how many people in that live were like, burn her at the stake. And I'm like, no! I'm sitting here going, no.
Yeah, we're never innocent until proven guilty. Although
I'm like, hold on. Like, pump the brakes, man. And I'm like trying to like come in the comments and I'm like, guys, like, you don't get it. Like, you don't understand. And they're like, no, it doesn't matter if they're victims. It doesn't matter if
You're supporting her. Don't support her. Support the kids.
Right, that's what they were saying, is support who cares about the adults, all the adults, like burn them at the stake, and basically it's only about the kids, which I totally can agree with the kids comment, is like, it's about the kids, right? We need to care about the kids. But, you know, it's not that simple. It's not black and white like that. It's not. And I'm like, wait a minute. And
listen, I'm for real, like, in real life dealing not to this degree, but like I said, my 16-year-old nephew that my brother controls and kept away from everybody is texting me as of 2 weeks ago telling me that his father, who I know was abused by his father, is abusing him for the last 10 years. So it's not easy to determine. I haven't accepted any of my brother's calls. I've only talked to my nephew when he's with his mom, the 2 hours a week she gets because of her past drug charges. She's been clean and sober for 10 years. My brother is a control freak. That is his own trauma responses. But with that being said, he should have already gone to therapy. He's not a victim like Elizabeth.
yeah. Yep.
It's different.
You're exactly right. Like when you get okay, so a lot of people were saying it doesn't matter. They're saying that trauma as a child and being a victim as a child doesn't matter because a lot of people grow up that were victims and traumatized as a child grow up to become a perpetrator, to repeat the abuse. Okay. Yeah, that's true. That can absolutely be true. It depends on the person, right? But
it depends on who's paying the bills too.
Right. And so it depends on the person and their circumstances and kind of how things unfold throughout their adulthood and their adolescence, right? And who they become and if they repeat the abuse cycle and they become the abuser, or if they stay, you know, kind of like a victim and traumatized and, you know, it just, it depends.
100% correct.
It depends. You know, it depends on the person. Now, I think I don't agree with any kind of child abuse. I don't agree with it, and I'm never going to side with that. You know.
I mean, I haven't slept for 2 weeks. Trust me.
Yeah, but
I'm 10 hours away and can't do crap. So I understand that. I think that's why when Joey came up and he was so vulnerable, I was like, oh.
And a lot of people,
it's like when you can't do anything, you can't. Like, what do people expect from you?
Well, and here's the thing. I had to preface it and say that I don't agree with abusing or harming another person, whether it's a child, you know, an adult, whoever, right? A baby. However, do I think that both are survival tactics? Yes. And I know a lot of people are going to hate me for saying that. They're going to say no. If you're truly a victim and you're truly traumatized and you're a good person, you're going to stay a victim and traumatized as an adult. You're not going to repeat the abuse. However, again, it depends on who you are as a person, depends on what all is going on in your circumstances when you become an adult. But sometimes people can repeat the abuse, right, and become the abuser. And that's also a survival tactic depending on their situation and circumstance. And I know a lot of people are going to hate to hear that, but it's true.
I agree with you. My brother's just a narcissist that
Yeah.
loves to control.
And it just
He
depends
can't
on,
control the ex-wife now, so he takes it
yeah.
out on the kid.
And that's when I say abuse, I kind
Totally
of mean
different.
control, right? They're trying to take the driver's seat instead of being in the
Yes.
back seat, right? They don't want to be the victim anymore, so then they become the abuser because that's like they're repeating a cycle. That's all they know, right? So then it's kind of like it's an ugly thing, and it's something that and the thing is, do I think Elizabeth is became an abuser?
Struggling with that. I'm struggling with
I don't.
not with Elizabeth, with my
I
brother
don't.
because I know how he
Yeah.
is.
The rest of them, I'm
It's
not
bad
sure.
as it seems. She could be the victim and the abuser, because sometimes the victims end up being abusers and don't even realize that what they're doing is wrong.
And a lot of people are saying that like they
But
don't
my
care.
brother
They're like, it doesn't
manipulates
matter.
and pretends like he's the perfect father. And since DSS got called in,
Yeah.
and since everybody's on his back, his 16-year-old now finally has a cell phone back. And so then you're telling me that you actually know right from wrong. Does that make sense?
Say that again.
Yes, yes,
I
ma'am.
didn't
Yes,
understand part of
ma'am.
it.
Once DSS got involved and the authorities got involved, he gave my nephew, who is 16, his cell phone back and some privileges back and all these other things. You know right from wrong. You knew
You
Oh
you
can
yeah.
knew.
bet your bottom
That's
dollar that
totally different, in
DHS
my
made him
opinion,
give
than
that
what
phone back,
Elizabeth
though.
is going through.
But you can bet your bottom dollar that DHS made him give that phone back. As a foster parent, I had to
I'm a foster
provide
as well.
I had to provide a way for a child to call 911 at all times. We could not
Yes.
take her phone away from her as a punishment or anything.
Yeah. Well, I understand what you're saying. Are you talking about like your ex-husband or something? Who are you talking about?
No, this is my brother.
Your brother. Oh, your brother, the one that, okay, you're talking about control. Yes. And that he didn't go to therapy when he needed to. Yes, I know. Okay.
Yes, he should have gone to fucking therapy and taken medication like the rest of us.
Yep. And you're right too. That's the hard part, is there two things can be true
But
at the
he
same
knew.
time.
To me, he's nothing like Elizabeth. He's smart. He has his fucking master's degree. Like,
Yeah.
no, I'm sorry.
He's
I
more the
don't categorize
manipulative,
them the same.
manipulative person.
Sorry, I didn't hear
He
you.
would be the mastermind and not the one that's being masterminded.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That's exactly why I said earlier, and I made that point. It depends on the person. Remember when I
You're
said that?
right.
I said it depends
Oh,
on
I
the
agree
person.
with you.
Because
I
some
agree
people
with
that are
you.
really smart and more kind of evil intended, right? Ill intended, they will become an abuser because they like the control, right? They like to be in the driver's seat.
I
They
don't think
want,
it's about that to him.
yeah.
I think it's about because he lost control of her.
Now it's on
So
the
now he
kids.
can only control the kid.
That's the only way he can control her is by controlling the kids.
Exactly.
Right. And but to me, that is still harm, right? That's still like
Get
being
daily.
Honey, I don't think I'm taking it laying down.
yeah. Yeah.
To
That's
get
still harm.
daily, my
That's still
profession.
becoming the abuser, because control is abuse. We all know that's a type of abuse, right? And so
Oh, but
it's
then I found out it was actually physical, and
shit, yeah.
I have proof now. So he's like blowing my phone up. You were always there for me, and I'm like,
Not for this.
nope.
It's
So I
tough,
feel
man.
like
It's
if
tough.
that had
It's
ever
tough.
happened with Joey,
What happened?
he would he. I feel like he's a lot like me. He would be like, no, he's a protector. I'm a protector.
I am too.
So that's why I get so irritated when people come at Joey, because I'm like, if you
Yep.
don't see that he's a protector, you're blind. He had no idea. There's no way.
So, Joey, you and Elizabeth weren't real close as kids, or were you? Did you have a really good relationship, or did you fight a lot as
Yeah,
kids? Yeah.
that was my best friend.
Oh, you guys were close as kids?
Oh yeah, I loved her. That we're inseparable.
Oh,
I
you're a
mean,
good
there
friend.
was times, man. I mean, me and her fight. I mean, but that,
Oh,
like
that's
everybody
normal.
said, yeah.
That's normal. Yeah.
But I don't know if it was because of my violence and stuff that she left, and they can run with that all they want, because I was hell as a kid, and I can admit that
That's
maybe I
on your
was part
parents,
of the
not you.
reason. I know, but I can admit that maybe I was a reason. Maybe I accept that. I do accept that.
What do you mean?
But at
You
the
Like, were
same,
can't you
you?
can't take the blame for that. That is
No,
100%
you're a
on your
kid.
parents. The way they allowed things to happen with you could be a reason, but it's not your fault. You were a child as well.
When you say violent, though, what do you mean? Like, did you like physically fight like a lot of your family members, and she was just like, "I'm over it," and that's what you think? Like, why you say that? Or
I think I just got the more violent I got with my family members, maybe she got scared to be home.
okay.
I don't know.
Did she ever tell you that?
No, me
No.
like I said, me and her. No, she would no.
Mm,
No,
okay.
I would no.
When she left, you guys were still on good terms. Like, you were still close, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm, okay.
Didn't find a gun on him. So maybe the killer took it off.
I
But
agree.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I gotta ask you, Joe. You don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. But there was something
Okay.
there's something else I related to you about. It wasn't just the BPD and some trauma history with family. It was something else too specific. You said. I didn't listen to the whole live. It was just a short clip, and I heard a couple things and was like, "Oh my god, I have so much to say." So the other thing you said was you said you were. I'm not going to go into it and say it out loud, but you'll know what I'm talking about. You were running from someone, and they went to whoop you, and then he did something to you.
yeah.
So
I'm not gonna repeat it.
yeah,
I'm
you don't have to
not.
talk about it, but I
I,
heard you mention it, and
I
it was
just got a
something.
private message, guys, from Wawa that was in the room earlier. And
Yeah.
she says that the Richard Snyder that married the girl of young age is actually not Gary's brother. And that actually his brother's that name that was Richard is the one that passed away from malnutrition. So maybe
I
some
don't
fact
know.
checking's going on. So y'all know
Wait,
that. She wanted me to, she
can you
couldn't say
repeat
that,
that?
type it out. She said that the Richard Siders that was supposed to have married the girl he was 43 years older than her is not Gary Sr.'s brother. That he did have a brother named Richard, but he was the one that died of malnutrition.
You need to make sure that his wife knows that when she comes back.
Yeah. I'm probably going to send her the message. She said she wanted to say it, but she couldn't type it all out in the thing. So
Yeah, it only gives you so much space. It's so ridiculous.
stupid.
All right, guys, I'm gonna have to hop off here.
Have a good night.
Young
Go
Me and
get
lady.
you
my dad
some
work in the
rest.
morning.
Go turn your phone on
Love
Do
and
Not
prayers for
Disturb and go to
you.
sleep.
I'm gonna try. That's like I can't. I don't know
Stop
how to
feeling
explain
guilty. I mean it, dude.
Soon as I lay down, like a million thoughts rush through my head, and I'm just I can't. Like I can't. No, I can't.
Can I give you one tip of advice? Because that's what happens to me every night.
Yep. Breathing techniques.
Breathing techniques sort of kind of work for me, but not as much because it's more in my head. I will literally count in patterns. So I'll count like 1 to 30, and then I'll go 2 through 30 by twos, then by threes, then by fours.
It works.
I don't know why it works, but it does work for me.
Yeah.
You know, I'll give you another one just in case that one don't work. I mean, it might. But for me, what works really well is praying and reading scripture. There's a peace that comes with that like nothing else has ever given me. I've tried to watch TV, I've tried to read other books, I've tried to do anything to get myself to fall asleep sometimes. And God brings a peace that the world don't. So that's all I'll say.
I don't disagree there, but once I start reading scripture, then I just want to read more and more and more. And I've
Well,
read my Bible like 15 times at this point. So.
for some people, it's the opposite. They get
Right.
bored and sleepy. You know, so it might work. So I'm just saying, just try to read some scripture and say a prayer. And sometimes I fall asleep mid prayer. You know, so it works. So
Well, you all have a good night.
all right, you too.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you guys for everything.
Yep.
Thank you for